There once was a squirrel and her name was Little Red. She ate some bad peaches that went to her head. She stumbled and staggered home to her bed. And when she woke up in the morning, she said, "Let's listen. Little Red, Little Red, she goes where no other squirrels tread. Squirrel!"
Squirrel. Hey y'all, hey. We're back again. Hope everybody had a good rest of your day so far. I've been watching videos today and this afternoon. Yay, Cindy Lou. I didn't know. I pushed this back a couple times. I know Kay Baxter's in a live still. I think she was wrapping it up, so I didn't postpone again. I was watching her video that little Miss Noble's supposed to be in, and I saw that she was live again. So I had to wait on that one just in case. And so I still haven't seen little Miss Noble's interview or whatever you call it. Hello, Sherry and Kay. Thank you for becoming a new member. I'm Kay. D. Very busy tonight. The lives have definitely kept me company. There's a lot tonight also. D. And Colleen. She may still be in Kay's live stream. No, I wasn't. I was when I got here, it said I was supposed to be live, and I was like, I already changed the time, but I don't think I changed it in one place and not another, so it didn't change it. So hey, Kano and Colleen, that Amber chick, Cindy Lou. Hey, Laura Nelson. Still not drunk? I'm not either. But hashtag yet. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Sherry Berryman. Hey, Miss Cassandra. Feel the love. EDB is still live. Oh, well, thanks for telling us. Don't leave me, y'all. I'm just kidding. Hey, April. I think I've caught up. So I didn't know she was live actually. But I don't think it would have stopped me from going live tonight. Hey, Bugsy. My love. So, did y'all know Katie was live though? And oh, Sherry left for me. Thank you. You're amazing. Did y'all know that Katie was live? And I left Kay Baxter's to go just check it out for a second, and she couldn't complete a thought for staring at her chat like she was scared to death. Like, what was she reading? What did she see there? It's not members only, but it's mostly members talking, and she just looked like a deer caught in headlights. I don't know if she saw something and it got deleted before I was able to see it, but she looked in fear, much fear. Yeah, and I also saw that Kay said she was about to wrap it up, or I would have postponed a few more minutes. Let's see. Selfie Queen. Hey, beautiful. Hey, Trish the Dish. Welcome. So, how's everybody doing tonight? Stuck on stupid. Can know who's stuck on stupid? Maybe, if you're talking about who I think you're talking about. Yeah, make sure you got your chat on live chat. And what else? Hit that like button if you didn't. I don't like her, but I don't want her scared. Yeah, I don't want her to be scared. And I don't think she's literally scared. She's looking at the chat like what's fixing to be said. But I'm wondering, did something get said and it got deleted? So, who knows? No telling. I'm gonna try this. I just want to see if my camera's better. I might not be on here long on camera because it'll be a minute. Am I blurry, y'all? I wish that it looked as good on YouTube as it does on my StreamYard. Really, I do. Let me see. I gotta switch my screen up because I got it all wonky. Okay. Nope, wrong. Nope, wrong. Sorry. Okay. I wonder, it's just not the same look. Bugsy, sorry if I missed saying hi to everyone. I'm listening while cleaning my kitchen, so I wasn't looking for chat. Hey, Sea Breezy. I have an important question for you all. Who the heck is Kay Baxter? Is she? Wait. It's a YouTuber, and I'm not really familiar with her streams. But Little Miss Noble was on there a few days ago, so I wanted to catch him. But I don't know if she's anti-KJ. I thought she was, but also today she kept referring to Katie said like she has some kind of relationship with her as far as line of communication. So maybe she's one of us that Katie doesn't hate. Maybe she's more, I don't know, nicer than we are. Guilty conscience, maybe. Is she a KJ supporter? No, she's not. Hey, Filler Love. Do any of you guys think Dottie will apologize? I don't. But that's just my opinion. What do you think? Since you asked, Colleen. Yes, if you weren't here earlier. Oh wait, it's this. I can't keep them straight. Earlier I had to do it this way. The panda. Cash doesn't like him, so he's missing an ear now. See, and yeah, poor panda. April, I feel like I haven't seen you lately. I could be wrong. I have a terrible memory also, but welcome. At Colleen, I don't think she will. I watched Amanda's live about the division again today and noticed in chat. She said what she said. It seemed like she's fine with her behavior. She said she felt used. I saw that. I'm assuming by Nat. Fix the panda. I can't fix him. He needs surgery. Like, hold up, because if I go get him, y'all, I'm gonna flash y'all. I'm wearing a short. This dress is a little short. I shouldn't be wearing it. My mom would say I'm too old to be wearing such a dress. Okay. So, hey, Crazy Tia. The food I am cooking smell good. Damn, I gotta go cook too. Hey, SC Johnson and Susan, Canada. Did I say that right? Is it Canada or Kennedy? Easy access to the Miss Cassandra. We think alike. No, just kidding. Irish Jazz, what's up? Waxy's here. Yay. My favorite hussy, let's be honest. I will never be Queen Hussy as long as Kano has game. And Kano will always have game. She will, always. Always. Thank you. Well, were you here when I was a panda? Or did you just literally walk in? Because I was adorbed as a panda, too. So, well, I've heard. No one here said it, I don't think, but I think I was cute. Ann saw it. Hey, Irish. Back at you. Hey, Query Vera. Selfie Queen. I know I'm maybe re-shouting out Kier. Some of y'all. Mama T, how are you doing? I feel like I've just seen you. Let's see. I'm gonna send you the link, Waxy, so we can get into it. Uh-oh. I should have already had it in your DMs, shouldn't I? Sorry about that. Hey, Heather. Bama. Bama. Kino is a freak elite. Yeah, that's true. I concur. We don't have to take a vote. She wins. She said, yes, I am the freak in this group of 60 people. She's the freak. Just her. Hey, Billy. Are you on your old account today? Welcome back. Let's see. Sherry's landscaping. Hey. Now I'm blurry again. What the heck? What happened? What made that blurry? I don't know what to do about it. Why is this happening? Does anybody know? Now I'm not blurry again. I don't know why. It's kind of blurry. What if I make it? Hold on. I'll get you in just a second, Waxy. What if I make it big screen? That doesn't change anything for y'all, but if I go full screen on it, it just scares me. Hey, Erin. Hey, Waxy.
Hey, how are you tonight?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Are you did you come from work or did you have a date? You look good.
No, it's just a sundress, but I put this on because I got old lady arms. It's just a little. It's nothing. Too. Yeah.
Oh, it's adorable.
I put stuff over if it's a tank. I love sundresses are largely tank tops, and I don't do tank tops very often.
You look great, kid.
Thank you. Hey, Angela. So what'd you do? Yeah, I don't work. I work at home now, so I can roll out. I get out of bed.
You don't have to dress up then.
No, I don't have to get dressed. I can do my work in my underwear if I want to. I don't, but sometimes I do wear my pajamas. I will confess.
Cool beans.
I love it. I'm just open book with my hussiness. They're having a competition of who's the biggest player and who's got the game and who's the hussy and the freak or something. I told them they need to wait till you got here.
Oh dear. Okay. There's so many. They like to, it's in fun. They like to tease me, and
right.
I get the biggest kick out of it because I guess because of my age, they think that like they're talking in front of their grandma or their mom or something, and they got to be careful. I get the biggest kick out of it because once upon a time I was young and a kid too.
Right. Did you get DM from me before it was about the stream, about one of your streams earlier?
I got a DM from you, yes, and then I got a link. I don't know if I got it like this morning or last night.
I got one and asked you about the chat about one of your videos.
Oh, yeah, the chat. Yeah, I rewatched the chat twice. Yes.
Okay. The other question, I had a reason for asking that.
Okay. Yeah.
And I'll tell you later.
Oh, okay.
Just here for the tea. Hey, welcome. She said, Waxy, I love your bangs.
Oh, thank you. It's by accident. When I did my hair, they were a little straighter than normal, but I'm going with it.
Yeah, they look good. You said it was by accident. That sounds
Yes.
like that's never good.
My whole hair was by accident.
There is no competition. Kano is the biggest freak with the most game, and we all know it. Yes, we do. I agree. Oh my word. What do you think of all this going on?
I got lots of thoughts, by the way, lots. And today was Emotional Day. All of you know, this is not a secret, that I'm very close friends with Charlotte and T-Spiracy, and of course Red here.
Hmm.
So when your friends get attacked, it hurts. And then to know what we've known this whole time, you have to understand, we have known the whole time what Nat had done and said, and how bad it was. But the authorities didn't want that out because they were, the things Charlotte had private, would be able to get them tripped up, because you all know, right? Did everybody see Charlotte's stream today? Because if you haven't, you kind of need to, so you'll be up to speed.
The first one or the second one? The second one?
I
5 o'clock?
Yeah. 5 o'clock. Because, okay. So when Charlotte had a relative die, she told us all that she had a relative die. Well, at that time, Nat was chatting in DMs with Charlotte. I think it was DMs. It could have been emails. I can't 100% say, but either way. And so Charlotte had already started noticing, and so had T-Spiracy and I. There's a lot of holes here, a lot of problem. So, but we were trying to put things together so that we didn't say things wrong. And so we all talked about everything. And so that Charlotte, of course, reaches out to her friends, and we were there for her. And she said, told the whole world that she had a relative die. Well, she didn't tell Nat that. She told Nat, or Nat assumed it was her uncle. And it was her aunt. So the only person in all of our community, guys, that thought it was Charlotte's uncle is Nat. And shortly thereafter, here comes all these threats from those freaks saying, we want, be careful here. You do what we say or you'll be dead like your uncle. When that came through, you can imagine the horror we all felt. It's like, we know for sure that Nat is part of this freak system. We know for sure that the people that are helping her are bad people. So Charlotte messages Salts, and he was happy to have it, but we're still in the lawsuit. And we had recently been told the FBI was looking into things. So please keep that quiet, because that will trip them up. Once we see where the IP addresses and stuff, who's talking about uncle, we will know they're involved. Does that make sense, everybody?
Wait, so they had you involved?
Well, only in the effect that we knew.
Yeah.
Okay. Only that Charlotte had run it past us. I never got a death threat or anything, nothing like that.
Yeah.
But because we had known about the uncle story, we knew when it started coming death threats about the uncle, whoever's sending that is either for sure Nat or working with Nat. You see? Because nobody would have known that. Nobody knew that. So it was proof positive that Nat's not a good person.
Right.
Now, I think we're finding out and yet to be told if they manipulated Nat, then it's not really nice of me to say she's not a nice person if she was manipulated and tricked. But at the time it was going down, it seemed like Nat, she was very snippy when she saw the coldness, when it was, then it kind of turned. Now, were Little Miss Noble pulling the strings? Could be. I mean, we were questioning Little Miss Noble in January. What's she doing?
Yeah.
And I believed the whole time, Red, that we were being catfished. That's what I thought. I told my closest friends on YouTube that hey guys, am I the only one that sees that we're being catfished?
Catfish
by Nat. She's not who she says.
Oh yeah.
She is.
I didn't know if you were saying Little Miss Noble somebody.
Well, Little Miss Noble it's not catfish, because Little Miss Noble's is just she's a liar, and she's close to batshit crazy as I've ever seen.
Hello, Wifey.
Sorry, but I'm sorry. She's done a lot of dirty crap, and I don't know how many of you saw her video. It's now down. Then you have to think of the timeline with Little Miss Noble, everybody. One night on, I think it was Wednesday, she puts out a video and she's crying hysterically and behaving absolutely like you need a doctor quick. And she left that up. That was it was really shocking to me that she left it up. So then Thursday, she sends all that crap to Mandy Pants. That's Thursday. Friday, she's in Kay Baxter's stream trying to, act like she doesn't know crap. And she knew it the whole time. She knew she had sent that stuff to Amanda Pants. And she knew that 2 other people did too. So she's trying to pretend and feign innocence about, it's not a group. Quit, I don't know what you mean by a group. Quit saying a group. And she just wouldn't answer Kay. She tongue twisted herself all over the place. And she knew that everything was sent. She sent to Amanda Pants. So it's like, what did you think? I mean, that's why I think she's nuts, because it doesn't make sense, guys, that to send why would you send it? I know that Amanda Pence kept saying, why sending it to me? And that is a quite valid question. But the second question is, why'd you send it at all? You exposed everything. Why? You're going to pin it on that? Because if it's proven it's Little Miss Noble, she's going to have a hard, tough time. I don't think they can touch Nat, but the people here.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I talked so long. But
No, you're fine. Someone in the Bugsy said, I never understood how Salts could vet Nat when she lives in another country. Unless he flew there, all he could do was video call her. This entire thing is so messed up and scary. That's true. And the video call, I have a lot of questions about that myself.
Well, I do too. And that's very good insight, Bugsy. Really good, because that's part of the problem. In this community, we had Salt saying Nat's credible in Twitter multiple times. So
there is one thing that I said over and over. When Salt started saying she's not the hacker, she's been cleared. She's been cleared. And people started fussing because of when all this stuff happened with Charlotte's stream, and everyone got mad, and Salts is saying she's cleared. I was saying, if Salts knows that it was her, he can't say that, or he's not going to say that this close, to something happening with the trial, with the jurisdiction. And if he knows that it's coming from the UK and she's just mentally ill, but she's not a real danger to anyone, I could see him potentially then saying she's been cleared. It's not her, because he feels like no one's in danger. It doesn't mean it's right, but I mean, he had to do what he had to do for his case, I guess. But that's what I was saying back then. Maybe he knows it's her, and he just, they say everyone's safe. She's not really a danger.
Well, do you want my 2 cents?
Sure.
I believe that statement was like splitting hairs. He said she's not the hacker. We never had a hacker. We never had a hacker.
We didn't really.
So that's a true statement. That is a true statement. But he also had a tweet that said he's aware of the manipulation from those of us in this community. He was aware of that. So I have a screenshot. You all probably do a screenshot of him saying he's aware of that. So that was like, okay. Again, he's kind of double speaking, which is probably lawyer talk. I'm not a lawyer, so I don't know, but yeah, he was telling us, you guys, he's very careful. Also, and Charlotte can speak to this much better than I, but he was helpful and he wasn't. He was there for his people. And I think if he believed it had gotten to the point of real danger, I think he would have been more protective. But he stayed true to his client and, kind of, I don't know what the right word is.
I mean, he's a lawyer. At the end of the day, he's still a lawyer.
Yes.
And people liked his person. I liked him on Twitter. I mean, I had some DMs with him, and I liked him a lot. But he's still a lawyer.
Right.
And he's still getting paid big bucks to do one thing, and that's where his focus is. And he's not going to do anything that would jeopardize that.
Right.
For anyone.
Well, and now, because of all of this, KJ's, of course, taking victory laps. And you can say, thank you, Reagan. Thank you, all of you, for helping KJ have ammunition against those of us that were only truly pointing out her discrepancies. And there's people now that will come at us because they don't believe us anymore. This is
Right.
the worst thing that could have happened. And the people that supposedly wanted to take her down made it happen. Isn't that ironic?
She's in the chat.
Oh, hi, Charlotte.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Charlotte, you should come on because you can probably speak better to this than me.
Yeah.
I'm just explaining the ins and outs of how it was to be. Everybody, I may cry here, but
don't do no crying on YouTube. It ain't no crying here. Just playing.
No crying.
Don't be sad fishing on my stream. I'm just kidding.
Okay. No sad fishing.
We can count the super chats.
There you go.
Oh.
We thought some of these people, it was so hurtful as certain people became cold. I can promise you that Charlotte, T-Spiracy, and me did not understand why these people started being distant and cold. It went from distant to cold to mean. And we watched it and didn't understand. But now we know. Now we know why that this all happened, why the divide in this community. They decided somewhere, I don't know if they had a club meeting or whatever, but they decided that they were going to back this and take down KJ, whatever it meant. And we sat here Charlotte's in trouble because she's not obliging their narrative. Wait, Charlotte, shut up. You don't understand. You're going against our big, massive plan that we're going to take Katie down. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. And meanwhile, Charlotte's getting death threats, and we're all left to flounder. And this group, and it is a group, Little Miss Noble, you were part of a group. You know, how dumb are you that you send your stuff to Amanda Pants, then Meek sent stuff within an hour, and then Sarah sent stuff within an hour, and you don't call that a group? The next day you lie to Kay Baxter's face. And we're not, what group? We didn't have a group. Well, the hell if you didn't. And, you know, some of this is sickening and some of this is hurtful. And I get mad when I see the sickening, and I get sad and tearful when I see the hurt.
I agree with everything you just said, except
Okay.
I think the divide started a little before.
Definitely.
Trump.
No, definitely. Red.
I think the first time I realized it was the first time I had a group come at me, and I was like, what is going on? That you can't really have an opinion, or no one is allowed to take up for me, or I mean, people were getting hate for not leaving my channel.
Yes.
Why?
That's true.
And then the second time in December, it was even more obvious. It was so very obvious in December. Kier says, I don't think it's a coincidence that it's the same group. I agree.
I don't either. I don't either, Kier.
I just don't get how all the thousands, there's at least 1,000 people in this community. Easy.
Mm-hmm.
I do not understand how they all, or how they were able to be wrangled into following that. Because if they'd have stood up and said no, and they did with Charlotte eventually.
Yes.
I kept my mouth shut as long as I could on the Charlotte situation. And about a month in, I'm like, it's been a month, and Dottie's still coming for everybody. Not just Dottie, everybody was still. And that's when I spoke up. And then, which Charlotte had people standing up for her, you know, her diehard. She had people standing up for her.
Me.
The whole time. But people were scared to speak their mind. Is where did that come from? Well, I don't get where that came from.
This is a testimony for me that how gullible I must be, because I went on any live panel I could to tell them to not do this, to there's more to the story, which I couldn't tell them. And it's going to come out. So people are going to owe Charlotte an apology. So please just wait. Now, I didn't know how long we would have to wait. We ended up having to wait a very long time. But I mean, seriously, I went on with you, Red. I went T-Spiracy. I went on EKC. I was so naive, thinking if people listen and hear and use some common sense, maybe we could at least not overreact. Like, take a breath back and let's see. But I mean, literally, that changed a lot of things for me, because the coldness and then it became meanness, as I said. It changed. So, and I watched it have hurt others. But we tried to tell people. I mean, when you know things and you can't say them, it comes down to trust. And I know for me, I've never lied, not once. I'm not ashamed of anything I've ever said, because I've never lied about anything, ever. And I mean, KG says that too, so I guess.
Oh gosh.
So I'm in good company. Oh dear, you guys. Oh dear. Oh, But yeah.
Miss Charlotte, I dropped a link in the chat. I'll drop it again in case you didn't.
Yeah, Charlotte, you should come up because you know better than me. I only have I'm like the Robin to her Batman, I guess.
Jelly Donut said I defended Red at that time. Thank you. I appreciate everybody that was able to speak their mind, because some people were stronger than others. I wasn't strong enough to defend myself for the first time. The last time I wasn't, but I was for Charlotte. I finally grew a pair, you know.
Well, it's hard. I mean,
it is.
It's bullying. I mean, imagine
it was mob mentality in every situation. Mob mentality and bullying. It was.
The level of what Reagan did is the epitome of mean girl shit. And she supposedly was the queen of the anti-community. She's the top dog. She's the one we're supposed to look to. And yet what she did caused KJ to have lots of good things for her.
Yeah.
Which side were you really on, kiddo? It's been tough. You know, it's been tough for our subs. And my video the other night that I had to private, my point of my video that night was the problem that we have is, and the reason it mattered what other creators said was because we pretty much, not all, but we pretty much know.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. Kiara, could you check out what's going on with Shaky Boomer and handle it for me? Because I can't find it in the chat. Okay, you can go ahead. Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry too. My point was that the reason it mattered for someone to go try to talk to another creator that they would denounce this without a but. No but, just say it was wrong. Was important was because of the subs. We all share our subs. Everybody, I bet, I don't know how many in this chat here are sub to me, but I'm sure quite a few of you are sub to Red, Charlotte, PJ, Dottie, Aaron, Words Have Power, Josh. So if we share you and you like all of us, you kind of wanted these people to denounce when they hurt one of us. You know what I'm saying here? When one of us gets punched in the gut, that's your friend, then you feel like you need to protect that friend, and you want all the friends here to say, that was shitty. That was really shitty. And we couldn't get some people to say that without saying, but. Yeah, that was wrong, but. No, it's wrong. It's just wrong.
Right. Hey, Charlotte.
Hey.
Oh,
how are you?
I'm all right. Can I speak to Shaky for a second, though?
Yes, ma'am.
Shaky, I don't know how long you've been watching me or anything, but I tried getting it out 2 different times, actually. Once, Salts actually had me to private the video. And when I did it again, I was doxxed. Lost, I don't know, almost 100 members, a bunch of subscribers. I tried.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on in chat. I saw someone say that there was an issue. I tried to look, so I just told my mods to handle it.
You know, Charlotte, too, you weren't the only person that spoke out about, you have more followers, so maybe that's why it looked that way. But I remember at the time, I had said some things.
Yes.
I remember at the time, LB did a whole stream.
Mhm.
I watched PJ and Hannah Bananas do it too.
So
And-
did AZ.
And AZ, right. So how many people in the one, that's a lot of us. That's a lot of creators all saying, hey guys, this isn't looking right. I mean, that first sentence,
Yeah.
I found KJ 2 years ago because of Micah Stauffer content. This was said in January, signed on the fact of perjury, and it was the first time KJ ever covered Micah Stauffer is June 24th of 2020.
Right.
So how could that be 2 years ago? That's the first sentence. I mean, right there, it was like, wait a minute, we better look at this, right? I mean, let's go through this. There were holes all over.
There were. Nobody wanted to hear it though.
Yeah, I know. And why?
Nobody wanted anybody else to hear it either. They wanted
No.
to stop it.
Charlotte, it now looks, I mean, it's painfully obvious that when it was going around kind of as a thought or maybe even a joke, that they wanted us to stay the course because they don't want it to be anything good for KJ. Well, guess what? We now know that they were all feeling that way, and that's why they were so mad at you.
Yeah.
And that sucks. That just sucks. And then what happened to you? Raykin, if you are listening, stand up and be a person, be a decent person. You owe Charlotte an apology. You actually owe this whole community apology. You did a lot of damage.
That was a big divide in this community. I mean, it was already divided, in my opinion.
We had started, yeah.
It had started because it had already started, but that caused an even greater divide. I mean, people were just, how dare you still be friends with Raykin? And it really did cause it made it so much worse.
Yeah.
And Hannah in chat, when she had tried talking about it, her account was mass reported and shut down.
No.
Yeah. She's
Hannah
in chat
Banana?
right now.
Oh, Hannah, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Hannah, take a link if you would like. I didn't know that. Did you get shut down for like a month, or I don't think or did she say her Twitter got shut down?
No, it was her YouTube channel.
Oh, I didn't know.
You know, we have a lot of smart people in our community. I mean, sometimes they can catch it faster than we as creators do. But when you realize that you're sitting with people that understand, it's so different than when you have people just poking the bear, trying to stir trouble. And as a creator, do we have the right to say adioski to those people? You know what I'm saying? It's like they come in and they're disrespectful.
Miss Charlotte, I know that's your chair.
Yeah,
There's
it was
been
my
people
door.
saying Miss Charlotte had an issue last night. I just can already see the headlines.
Oh yeah.
All right, sorry, I had to, because I'm a child.
Oh, that's funny.
All right.
But how are you
that ain't
feeling,
happening all the
Charlotte?
time.
Are you feeling better?
Yeah,
Is it
I am
starting
doing
to do?
better.
Good.
I just wish we could get to the bottom of it though.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I've heard someone say what I'm about to say, and I couldn't have heard it better. I keep seeing a lot of, we just don't need to come together. I don't need to come together with people who tried to ruin me. I don't need to. I can leave them alone. I cannot attack them. I can ignore the F out of them, but I can't come together with them, and that's not even what's needed. I mean, before this division happened, we all had people in this community that we didn't particularly like, and that was fine. You just learn. If you're in a real world, you have to work with people you don't like, and you just don't associate with them. You don't attack them every time you see them at work, or you lose your job. And thank you. I saw that. I don't know who said it. JJ, thank you. So why is it so hard on YouTube or Twitter to be an adult and not attack somebody? It's like you have to think like I do, or you're over. I'm going to end you. And it's so ridiculous.
And then they all demanded that I apologize.
For?
To Nat.
No.
I couldn't apologize when I didn't think I was wrong.
Right.
Oh, Charlotte, honey, you weren't wrong about anything. Not one thing. And I'm glad you didn't. I'm glad you were very strong. You had to be strong when it was hard to be strong.
Thank you, Stacy.
Amazing.
Stacy, for the super chat. Let's say it louder for the people in the back. Y'all count it. Count it. Oh, and Cindy Lou, the sad fish is alive. Thank you, ma'ams. Y'all amazing.
I started to cry, so this will be a sad fishing story. I'm sorry, everybody.
Thank you, Bama.
Trying to find Hannah's comment here.
I've sent the link a couple times. I was hoping.
Yeah, she's driving.
Oh, okay.
She says, I got 2 emails at 4:03 a.m. The first was a warning because I never had been in trouble. The second was telling me my account was permanently banned.
Permanent?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's something.
Yeah.
Shaky Boomer, Suzanne T even did a stream criticizing me because I was being mean to Nat.
Yeah, that's true, Jennifer. That's true.
I will not speak on that.
Okay.
I mean, I have my opinions, but not a fan. But I'm not gonna start any more wars.
Good girl. Girl. But Hannah, you're right. I mean, Jennifer, you're right.
Jelly Donuts, I felt helpless. I couldn't kick anyone's ass when Charlotte was so down.
I love my donut.
I love my donut too.
That's so cute. Oh, I feel terrible for Hannah.
Don't block Aaron Berger. I see what you did there, Aaron. You're not handling. I don't even know if there's a problem because I can't follow the chat and I can't multitask like that. But
It's
I
too
see
hard.
what you did there with your comment.
I am so
Shaky,
terrible.
who are you? Please tell me who you really are.
Shaky's been around because they've been in my chats for a while. And
They're saying you had the goods, proof, etc., and sat on it. How horrible.
Oh, Shaky. Whoa. Stop it
Dude,
right now.
or
That
girl,
is
or whatever you
absolute
are.
Bullshit. You don't understand.
sat on the goods. Do you mean because of what do you mean by that?
Because Charlotte kept quiet of the
Like she was told to
of that.
do and demanded to do. And I mean, did she have a choice?
Well, yeah, Charlotte could have been a jerk and not help.
Well, yeah, but she was almost canceled. She could have, but I'm telling you, I've been in Charlotte's place, and it's a scary place to be when you feel like everybody hates you. It really is.
This is wrong. This is not up for debate. We're telling you.
I think Shaky Boomer's barking up the wrong tree here. They're mad at the wrong people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, be mad at the people who told her to shut the F up. Be mad at the lawyers that told her shut the F up.
Be mad at, yeah, exactly. Because every time I did speak, Salts would go on Twitter and say the opposite.
Yes, that's true. That's true. Mm-hmm. He gave her credibility.
Yeah.
And now that this is going to play out, him giving her credibility helped lend the credibility to the bad people that they're going to try to sue. And so what? Now, just like KJ got off because she had a source named Clark Swanson. So, Tati, it wasn't me. It was Clark Swanson. I'm sorry. So if these people say, "Oh, well, why would you do that?" Oh, because Nat said so. Well, why would you believe Nat? Well, Salt said she's solid. Oh, so he gives her backing. Well,
Yeah,
we're all doing this.
And everyone else that enabled her, that didn't, that I warned personally.
Yes.
Behind the scenes, that knew already there were suspicions, but didn't say not one word.
Exactly.
They became her best friend all of a sudden.
Well, remember the other night, little Miss Noble said, "Oh, you had to give her solid proof, otherwise,
yeah,
Nat was her friend, and she wasn't going to look at it." Well, she'd been your friend for 3 freaking days.
Yeah,
we've all been here for how long? And 3 days is, that's good. I'll trust her. But you guys, if you're going to tell me she's not a good egg, I need 100% proof. Okay.
I had nothing to add to that. I did heard someone earlier say, would people have gone so hard for Nat if she had not had a mental health diagnosis? What do y'all think? Is it because she was against Katie, or is it because of the mental health?
Katie. Because she was against her. That's what I think.
Me too.
Yeah. I thought so too. I don't know how much the mental health played into it. I would have probably, I'm not going to say I did. I don't know if I did, but you would think that someone with that disorder or a mental health diagnosis, that if she says she can't even work a microwave or a stove, or she can't do anything by herself, how could she do all of this by herself?
Because she lied.
Makes sense.
That is a great question. Little Miss Noble's telling Kay Baxter that somehow this girl that can't even turn her phone on can do multitask. She can be showing a video while she's on the phone and showing the audio only to Little Miss Noble all at the same time. Well, you all know I'm not very techie, but I already know you can't do all that.
Right.
Something else that this is the Miss Charlotte, you remember the group we were in that was we would discuss the Nat and Salty stuff, but it was private.
Right.
Because we couldn't make it public because they'd burn us at the stake. There was, oh gosh, I forgot what I was going at. Hold on a second. It'll come back to me.
Yes.
Oh, I remember. I tell you, this is my mind. When she posted, I'm not sure if she's the one. I'm thinking she's the one that posted it. Her attack pictures and videos.
Yeah.
Do y'all remember? Are y'all familiar?
Yeah.
I know they were taken down. A lot of people didn't see them. I asked someone who I felt it was another YouTube creator, larger than me a little bit, but we started about the same time. And I thought a lot of her opinion. And I asked her about it without asking her about it. I didn't state how I felt, but I think she kind of maybe gathered that I wasn't buying into it. I said, what do you think of the videos and the pictures that you saw of this R and assault? And she said, I was horrified and I was triggered. Like it was horrible. And I'm like, I didn't see that.
I didn't either.
I saw some pictures that could have been made for
setup. Yeah.
So did someone related to this case help her take those pictures? And now it was all fake. So she faked pictures of a R.
Yeah.
Sexual assault. Yeah. You cannot, this should be a movie.
Oh, my husband said, please write a book. And I said, I don't think I know how to write a book.
I mean, it's just
When you tell
really.
people that aren't here in this world, they think it's
They
absolute
think we're
psycho.
crazy.
Well, I mean, the plumber, my friends, my few friends that know about this, they're like, how big is this YouTube thing here? And but with that story and that when I got that reaction from that YouTuber, I was like, I'm not asking anybody else about it. Like nobody's gonna believe it. It's like
People were even afraid to come forward. I was scared to death to even DM people that I was the closest to ask, what is your feeling about Nat? I was scared to death because she was being protected so fiercely.
Yes.
well, I still say the best thing, the best one of all for me was we were in Aaron's stream. Aaron had a live stream, and me and Dottie got into an argument because I said to Nat, you shouldn't subject your. I don't know why you would subject yourself to this. I would be in a sock or don't be here. And Dottie said, because she has a right to be here just like everybody else. That's true. That's not what I was saying. So it started an argument. And then there was a hacker in there with my first name and my last initial. It's like they all use names related.
Oh, yeah.
There was a Michael B. There was a whatever the other lawyer's name is. But there was, or whatever the other brown person's name was. There was all these people. The hackers all had names that were related to people in the case. I wasn't in the case, but that hacker had my real life first name and last initial. And they went from, we left Erin's stream, she ended hers, and I started mine. And I don't know why, but during Erin's stream, after me and Dolly got in an argument, I like diarrhea to mouth, I guess. But I mentioned like everything that happened to me and the way, and Erin said, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have whatever. And people were apologizing for the way that went down in December with me. So I started my stream and Erin came over to my stream and then everybody came over. The hackers came too. And Nat was in Charlotte's Erin's stream. I'm not sure if she went over to mine, but she was in there with the hackers who were saying, Erin, your daughter's dead now. Go check. Erin, we're in your front yard with a gun. We're looking through your front door with a gun. And she said, I was walking up from taking my dog out. And when this happened, I was looking at my front door. It was funny. So the hackers by this point were a joke. It wasn't even to be taken seriously.
Right.
But Nat was in that chat with hackers telling Erin and telling us. Also, this was right after the assault pictures and video were posted. They said next time we will make sure she doesn't survive. Like next time she'll be dead. Talking about Nat. But she's in chat saying all of Charlotte's people have harassed me for weeks.
Oh, they tried that for a long time.
Threatening to kill you right now. And you're worried about Charlotte's people. And the whole time I would say, could you please tell me in the name of someone that's in Charlotte's chat that's doing this harassing? They wouldn't give a name. I got berated because I asked for a name. I'm sorry. Tell me who. How about let's go after those people instead of attacking everyone that isn't against Charlotte. Don't attack everyone that's still with Charlotte. Let's attack the people who are attacking Nat. Yeah,
I agree.
And well, I was a big old dumb bitch, and I shouldn't have. I mean, that's just I should have kept my mouth shut.
You know, and then one of the hackers,
common sense just flew out the window in this community for a while.
You know, they even used my granddaughter's name on Twitter. You know, on one of their sock accounts.
Wow. It doesn't surprise me.
It just got so dirty, so ugly, so scary. I don't know. This was this all went real world. And the people that did it, the people that were enabling or helping or backing, really, really should be saying they're sorry. I heard Shins did apologize.
She
Yeah.
did.
Is that right? Yes.
She did, yeah.
You've not heard from any of the other players. Is that right?
No.
Don't
Nope.
expect to. Don't get your hopes up.
No, I don't.
Laura Nelson, thank you. Laura said, you three ladies are the most trusted. I'm so pleased it's all unraveling for those OG crowd. Thank you, ma'am, for the super chat.
And Shaky, thank you, because I really did try.
Yes. 100%.
Let me see. I'm trying to just check it for everybody in the chat. Hey, Jess Carter, that I've missed. Hey, Violet. Thank you for being here. D Ash. Just here for the tea. I know there's a bunch of you. Jennifer. Nat would say stuff like, Charlotte promised she believed me, and then she turned on me. She lied and said I was the hacker, and they all believed her. This is true. And also, she promised she wasn't going to share that, or she wasn't going to talk about me. Okay, how could anyone? Okay, maybe she's got the wrong diagnosis, because what would? I'm so angry. It makes me angry thinking about it. For someone to not only lie on someone, but then to go and make a statement to the public that in their mind is hopefully going to turn people against them and get them all this hate is so twisted and effed up. The stuff Nat said is beyond mental health. It's evil. I agree 100%. She said better than I could have. That's what I was trying to say right there. Hey, Stina.
I want to ask a question. Do you think the plot from America, the plot was first and they made a Nat? Or do you think Nat came and they saw that she was vulnerable and they decided to use her?
No.
I think the plot came first. That's just me, though.
I think Nat was a calculated, smart woman. Did you read the stuff she wrote? Like, she wrote a long post. And I don't remember what it was. It was a letter maybe. But she was very well-spoken. If she wrote all the things I saw that supposedly came from her, she is no dummy. And Katie has said that she had been stalked by Nat for a while. It didn't just start. I think Nat came up. This was Nat, and I think she fooled a whole lot of people.
Oh yeah.
Well, I don't even think Little Miss Noble knew what the hell was happening really.
Right. I don't know if you've seen the screenshot that I showed today, but one of the screenshots was Nat asking me if I knew if anybody had ever spoken to KJ in her Instagram, I guess voice chat or whatever it is. Because I remember whenever she came out with that declaration, people were finding that hard to believe about Katie speaking with somebody on Instagram like that.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah.
Unless you're George Foreman's daughter, she's not talking to you.
Right.
FaceTime.
Yeah.
Or, a Duggar, maybe.
Well, I don't care for her, but she's not that dumb.
No.
Hey, Nisha.
It looks like plot first. That's what I'm seeing here.
I didn't think she was unable to be well-spoken because she had a disability. I was just particularly, I was just answering her question. I don't think Nat was manipulated by people against Katie to be this victim. I think Nat manipulated people, and I'll give her credit where credit's due. She's not a dummy. Her mental health doesn't hold her back as far as thinking skills, because she was able to, screenshots, fake screenshots, and like the Katie one that Katie said, this is not me, this is the real screen, this is the real DM, and here's the one she showed. And then that came back with, Katie's the only one that could have removed a comment from our, and that's correct.
Yeah.
So, and she said Katie taught her that.
Yeah.
I mean, smart woman.
I have those screenshots. Yeah.
It's a shame. It's really a shame when iMessy helping her. Is iMessy helping her too? I don't know. It's really a shame when somebody really intelligent is just evil.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if you remember, Nat painted herself out to be like slow.
Yeah.
Not able to do so many things. She did that. She painted that picture for us.
I mean, it was like she couldn't work her phone or
right.
She couldn't use the stove. Hey, Spicy.
Right.
Really?
Did you find it curious that little Miss Noble was claiming the same? I don't know how to do anything techie. I didn't even know how to.
I didn't. Little Miss Noble was all of a sudden there, and she was her BFF. Yep. And I'm like, I mean, she had been around the community for a minute, right? She wasn't new.
No.
But she was all of a sudden her BFF. Did she have a channel? Because that was new, because most of the people that Nat stuck to like glue were creators.
Yeah.
So I don't know what happened there. Did little Miss Noble say, I'm going to get to be friends with her? Or was she manipulated too? Hey, Dark Magician.
So has this unraveled over the past, week to 10 days? Do you think, why did they expose them? Why did they push it out? Do you think that Nat was finally going to tell on them, so they were trying to create a narrative so they wouldn't look bad? Do you think that somehow in their, like, little Miss Noble's mind, she thought this was going to get her off the hook? I mean, it's bizarre as all get out that they exposed themselves.
I agree.
Didn't they get backed into a corner somehow? Didn't they?
I think that's what I'm wondering.
There was something about some screenshots that Nat had allegedly made and had put on there, like, had shown Katie commenting on a post. And then there's a screenshot where it said 2 minutes. And that's back when Saltsy was asking for that sort of information.
Yeah. Yeah. But, okay, she wanted them pushed out. Apparently she wanted them pushed out by little Miss Noble, but they felt that wasn't big enough. So then she got Dottie to do it. But why? What was that? That we're going to push that, and then little Miss Noble, I mean, she would have never gotten caught. They don't expose people that turn in CPS reports. They won't tell. That's private. That's I don't know.
Well, you have to remember too that Nat reached out to Sassy, wanting videos of V.
Right. Yeah, it all started with.
And I think when Sassy went to Katie Joy, that's kind of when it hit the fan. Yeah,
you're right. So
because they had enabled her for so long, she thought she could do whatever she wanted.
Yeah, and it became damage control then. That's what we saw. Okay. Yeah, I agree. I
can't wait. Like, I'm so excited for every new revelation that comes around about this, because it's like, to me, it's wonderful. It's wonderful because I sat down and kept my mouth shut for so long and felt like I couldn't. Who the fuck is Meek? That's what I want to know, because I'm not familiar either. Jelly Donut.
She's a Twitter person.
I mean, is that the only name?
Really? Who is she really?
No. Who? What was it? Just Meek, or was it?
Yeah.
How did I miss that person? Twitter. Or maybe I didn't, and I just forgot. Maybe she wasn't that memorable to me. I don't know.
Maybe you were blocked on Twitter.
Maybe. Are you Jess Carter? I started to read something, and then I'm like, I really should read the whole stuff before I ain't trying to start wars.
Isn't that tricky? It's so tricky.
Right. So is someone getting sued? Is what John Z's asking. Do we know?
Well, it's in the beginning stages.
According to KJ, we're all getting sued.
Well, that's that we need to speak.
No, she can't sue us. I mean, she could technically, but it's not going to go anywhere because we haven't
If she
done
sues me, damn it, I'm suing her back because
right.
she's done more to me than I've done to her, and I have proof. It's all on video.
She can't. This is America.
Yeah.
She can't silence us. So she
Jess,
be able
Dottie
to run
said
her
that.
narrative. She can't do that.
Right. I mean, Jess, I agree about AKC. Who said the FBI showed up at Dottie's? Dottie said the FBI showed up at Dottie's. Did she show up at your house, Charlotte?
No.
Why? Why
Don't
not?
know.
The FBI showed up at Dottie's. Well, that speaks volumes, everybody.
If I was KJ, I'd file on Little Miss Noble for hello, sure. Hello, sure. Maybe she admitted helping, and that's a felony. KJ wrong, but her child doesn't deserve to be involved. Her child does deserve to be involved. Katie didn't, as shitty as she is, she didn't deserve to be stalked and lies told on. She didn't deserve this. Let's just give credit where credit. That's not the right saying.
Absolutely, I agree.
Let's not add to her shittiness. She didn't deserve this.
Right.
No one does.
And I even said that way back then whenever I did that video.
It's absolutely.
That I didn't think it was Katie. She's done enough crap on her own without having to make crap up.
Right.
Oh, mind you, while she's live today going, they lied on me and everything was lies, and you're lying right now, lady.
Well, that's the problem. And it's a big problem. That 45-minute video, half of it's true and half of it's bullshit. So, she lies, and she, instead of being decent and just saying what she needed to say about the real people that did this damage, oh no, we're going to take a few others down, and we're going to also say that, like, everything with Creep Show was lies. No, it's not.
Right. It doesn't negate everything else.
I still think Creep Show's a better person than Katie. Make that make sense.
This is getting horrible. We gotta
wait. Is Katie still live? Can I play her? Can I play her live stream, or am I live streaming live stream? Is she ended? I don't think it's a felony to live stream either. I think I heard that wasn't a crime. She's not live anymore. Let's listen to the beginning of this.
Sure.
Yeah. And I'll play it. I'll speed her up a little bit because she's boring, I know. Let me pull myself. She just did that underarm thing. I don't know. I'm gonna turn the volume
feel better.
Why?
And it's been really hard, you guys. And I made a video yesterday.
So welcome to my channel. I'm Katie. I
I'm
made a
speed
video
her up.
yesterday. I wanted to just.
I really just want y'all to
to
see
my audience
how.
what I'm going through.
This is echoing bad.
Okay, I'll put some headphones in. I really just want y'all to see how distracted she is by this chat. Let me grab my headphones. Turn my camera off so I don't flash y'all with my rear end. When I duck under the table. Okay. Doo-doo-doo. Okay, dokie. This should.
we lost Red.
Yep.
Charlotte, do you know how to tap dance? We can entertain the troops.
I'd run everybody off. I do wish a bigger creator would pick up this whole story, though, and try and make sense out of it.
I wish that too, and it's kind of sad that Creepshow took that nosedive because she would have done a good job.
Yeah.
And I hope and pray that Truth Sleuth is not going to stay quiet, because that's incorrect. Truth Sleuth is not light on Katie. But I mean, like, who would you like? I mean, who should we hope for? Maybe we could even ask them to take a look.
No, Little Red, you're muted.
Yeah, you're not with us.
Can you hear me now?
Oh,
Yes.
I found it. My headphones have a thing.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm not really well versed in these because I bought them for my job and I never used them. Okay.
I need to get a pair myself.
They don't order them off of line because I went to Walmart and got $14, and they're fine.
Okay.
There you go.
But I can't hear you through the headphones. That's odd. That's weird. Why isn't that working? Let me try something different.
I know one thing. I'll just be glad when this whole mess is over with.
Well, we're probably going to have another court case.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my word.
Why is my headphones not working?
You know, my question is, when is Todd going to step up and realize that he lives in all this drama for one reason and one reason only?
I don't think he ever will.
Okay, my headphones are shit, y'all.
All right.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to hit play, and I know us in the studio might hear an echo, but that doesn't necessarily mean the chat will.
Okay.
So chat, when it starts playing, let me know, is there an echo? If I have to get my iBuds and plug them in, I will. I don't know why that thing's not working. I might have stepped on it or something. I don't know. Let's listen.
And like what's been happening. And, you know, I've been like in this very weird spot for a long time. For months, I was not able to say anything. So for a very long time, while my lawsuit was going on, I had to stay silent. And it's funny because when the lawsuit was happening, people said that I was talking a lot, and I remember thinking, oh my goodness, they don't know anything, you know, like you only saw like a tiny fraction of what was going on, you know, and it was like, I never realized until I was amplified into a place where so many eyes were on me, and I've never been in that position before, and it was overwhelming. And suddenly, like, my name was associated in videos with really bad things that I wasn't.
She never wait. I'm jumping the gun. I'm not going to hold on.
Wasn't doing, and it was hard for me because I've never been the kind of person that has done bad things. Like
what? What?
I'm glad I wasn't drinking nothing. I was
that has a family, that has a husband and a kid, and I like cats, and I like dogs, and I like to swim, and I like to run, and I like to read. I love my family, and I love to investigate, and I love to create content. I love to tell stories. That's why I started.
Listen,
you know, I love
listen to her. She's spitting truth right now. She loves to tell stories.
Telling stories, and I'm good at telling stories, and I feel like the channel grew the way it did because I've been good at my job. I think I've cultivated really great relationships with so many people. I have met so many people that I never would have been able to meet before. I have had relationships with, you know, people on I have met some amazing people. So, you know, awesome sources, awesome.
Is
everything.
she distracted by the chat yet?
Yeah.
Or what? She like, y'all, it gets worse.
And
It's like, what am I missing? What happened in her chat that got deleted before I saw it? Because I was there live, and she looks like a deer in headlights.
Some of the
Let's watch.
content I put out has been so much fun. Telling stories has been so much fun. Meeting people has been so much fun. I don't think I was prepared for me becoming the story. I never wanted myself to become the story.
What is she talking about? She never wanted to be a part of the story. She didn't want to be a part of a story. She's not been a part of every story she ever told.
Oh my God.
Is it just me?
No.
No.
Okay. I was just making sure, because if it's just me, I'll resign.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Makes me feel better. I wanted to ask.
I never wanted me to be the interesting part. I didn't.
You're not, honey.
So,
Don't worry.
I'm confused about what's going on. I did a video yesterday kind of letting people know about what I've been dealing with. There was a group of people that have spreading misinformation about me.
Here we go. Story number 3. Hey, channel manager. Hey, Adam.
Infiltrating my relationships with content creators.
Hey, y'all. Do y'all recognize that super chat she's gotten from Kevin Louver?
Oh yeah.
I don't even know what to say, because what's been done and said about you to this day by cowards and behind fake pictures. But you do have people that genuinely love you. We hear you and we stand by you. That's the Kev guy going after people.
Wow.
Gotcha.
He's still there with her today. Look, impeccable pause. Look what I did. You see what I did?
Yep.
I've got skills, y'all. Let's listen.
And making me feel like I'm trapped in the middle of nowhere by myself. And today has been hard because I feel like I took the muzzle off, like last week that I finally said the names of the people that were doing this to me. And then the person that was doing it to me, sent me an email and admitted they were doing it to me. And then it was I said their name. And then it was I felt this sense of power. Oh my gosh, you guys, I've said the name. This is not untrue. I am not being gaslit. I felt like people were saying that it didn't happen to me, right?
Selling physical products is not the best way of making money on Amazon in 2021.
Something's not quite right here, Brad.
But my twin brother and I, Christian, we've discovered a new and improved way of using Amazon to make money, which for one, does not have all the startup costs
sorry.
inventory to sell physical products.
We don't have to watch the ads here. We don't have to watch the ads here. I got premium. But I had to run to the door and cash out. I just said cash app. Sorry. Why, Siri, you laughing at me? Don't laugh at me. All right. Skip. I hear you, Cassandra. I'm reading the chat. Make sure I didn't miss it. She doesn't want to be a part of her stories, y'all. Let's see what Crazy Christy, who's this channel manager, said for $9.99. Thank you for your super chat. Everyone get your violins ready. The video is better with violins playing in the background. Perpetual victimhood. Hashtag I'm not drunk. Hashtag yet. Let's listen.
I would say
I missed
the cops
you,
have been here
Crazy.
so many times and people would say that didn't happen. They filed 4 police, 4 CPS reports. They filed a fraud investigation case against my husband for unemployment. They reported me to the IRS, I think. They filled out false reports, reviews for lawyers, and they tried to get my son taken away.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
And I've just been trying to figure out how it got to this place and
But I have a question. She said they called welfare checks 4 times. Is she taking the times that she threatened to be suicidal, and someone from this community or her community called because probably real concern? Is she scoping them all in together again?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Straight into the truth.
And she just said, I've been wondering how I got in this mess.
Yeah.
Well, honey, I can tell you, if you would ever listen, but you won't listen, I'm going to say something about her. That
You go ahead.
girl could be good. She's got, like, she works, she does do like her due diligence. She, goes to work every day. She pumps out her content. Now, I disagree with some of the content, but she's not lazy. She's doing some things. Think she advertises.
She's determined.
She's got it on Twitter. She's got it on Instagram. She got this girl does some things really good. But KJ, you are nasty. You are very, very mean to people.
Mean girl.
And we see it all the time. And you need to take ownership for that. And you need to take ownership that you lie all the time. Quit kidding yourself, because it's not going to go away as long as you're going to keep doing those two things. So there's my 2 cents, young lady. I'm old enough to be your mother. I have a son your age. So maybe you might want to take some of that wisdom. And if you really care, I wonder how I got here. We can tell her. Oh, I agree. She doesn't do due diligence on her.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I meant she goes to work. She works on her content. She does pump stuff out. She does advertise her stuff. There's a lot of things she does right. That it's hard to do, guys. I make one video maybe a week, and it's a lot.
Well, it's like I said yesterday or the day before. She was golden right now. She was the victim. She was the biggest victim of the year.
Yes.
Because of that. And all she had to do was play it like normal. And she went online and lied and said, Little Red's been giving information to the people, and she threw people in that haven't done anything. I didn't give Saltsy any information. I was just like, oh, they said my name in the court case. She lied when there was no need to lie. She was golden.
Yeah, all she had to do was give people a little bit of grace.
Humble. Be humble.
Yeah.
Be a class act. She just doesn't have that.
She don't know how.
She could have kept silent, and we would.
She don't know how to do that either.
She never disappoints. She handles it wrong every dang time. Every time. It's sad.
Kiera, I love you for sure. Let's listen.
What I did wrong, and trying to sort through if I'm to blame, if my reactions could have caused this, if I deserved this, if what I was doing made me deserve this.
She never doubted that. Okay, she's trying to play that humble thing now.
Mm-hmm.
She never thought she could be deserving of this. And she wasn't deserving of this.
She's not deserving of how bad that got.
No, however.
She's in charge of this storm, because it's not going to settle down as long as she will not be held accountable and be decent. She's responsible. She's responsible for the whole dang thing. Now, did it go sideways and did she deserve what she got? No, I disagree completely with what the community up there in wherever that world is they live did to her. That was wrong. It's absolutely wrong. But she is trying to say, then all of us, every bit of this is wrong. And that's not true.
That's the part she's just not getting.
Yeah.
And not going to, I don't think.
Well, she never does. I mean, she had the opportunity last fall to check herself and change. And she came out and said she was going to, and all this. And she, not for an hour could she do it.
Nope.
We have a visitor. I don't know. Cash, what are you doing? Say hey. Hey. Okay, he's eating some Doritos. Sorry.
He's hungry.
He moves like an old man now. Hold on. Welcome. No one deserves death threats, but KJ won't accept the blame for her lies, harassment, and dodging. Right.
Sure.
She keeps saying she doesn't. Okay. This is what gets to me. Was it yesterday that I don't know when the video is from, but I saw her say, I've been accused of lying. I've been accused of doxing. I've been accused of Bitch, you lie. And you doxed me. You've doxed how many people? A lot. A lot. Creep show.
Shins, Willis Noble.
Twice. Whoever's getting traction, KJ, is there. Yep, I'm the victim. There you go. True story. Okay. Sorry. I turn my camera off for a second. Aaron Berger meant good night. Good night, Aaron, if you're going night.
Good night, Aaron.
All right, well, let's listen. And I'm going to speed her up a little bit because, I can't stand her voice.
I mean, I
she's already
creators in my DMs telling me that people are telling them I'm dangerous. And I'm like, I'm dangerous?
Look, someone in her chat said, Katie, when you get close to the fire, it's going to burn you. Jim Boob and Josh walk among the evil and follow that. Love your top. So cute. Give it to God. He will work it out for you. Was that comment all over the place or what?
Yep.
Okay. I was just checking. Okay, let's listen.
I'm dangerous. How am I dangerous? What did I do? What did I do? It's confusing to me because then they think I'm dangerous. And then when I try to talk to them, I can't get through to them because they literally have been convinced or brainwashed by the trolls that I'm dangerous. And so I'm then put in a situation where they don't like me and I don't know how to defend myself out of that. Like, I don't even know what to say when I'm in these situations with people.
Yes, she does. She goes on IG and cusses people out. That's what she acts like. She said, I don't know what to do. I go to IG and say F word 14 times, and that fixes it.
Like, I don't know what to say to a creator who's been gaslit by trolls into believing that I'm a dangerous person, even though I'm not. And I don't know how to respond to that. I don't know how to say, like, to someone, that's not who I am. And the frustrating part is that that isn't who I am. So then I feel frustrated that I even have to explain. Are people, like, here's the thing. If someone were to come into my messages and they said, don't talk to this person because they're bad, I wouldn't listen to this random stranger on the internet who I've never met before and listen to them as gospel, let alone if 1,000 people were sending me these messages. And why would it matter if 1,000 people sent me a message and said, you shouldn't like Lindsay Chrisley, or you shouldn't be friends with Amy Duggar? Why would I listen to people on the internet? They don't know. Well, sure, they don't know me.
Does she not realize that she is people on the internet?
Red.
Somebody tell her.
Red.
Uh-huh.
This is the part. This is absolutely the part that has to get made clear. People don't like her. People don't believe. There's no trolls pushing the narrative. She wants that to be true, and that is BS. We don't like her because of what we've seen her do. We've seen you, Katie, day after day after day, lie, treat people like crap. Do we not remember what happened to Sue Elliott? I mean, come on, Katie.
Isn't that the one whose child had just passed?
Yeah, yes. And I brought her on because, I mean, what a sweet lady. And she was so disgusting mean. And that's just, I mean, maybe that's one of the big ones, but I mean, I don't like Katie. And I've never had anybody tell me a story. I've never had a troll call me, text me. I don't like Katie because I've watched her content. I've watched her behavior. That is what she's done. And to sit here and she just doesn't get it. She doesn't want to get it. She wants to push a narrative that because see, if she's putting it on Creepshow. Creepshow's videos on her have like almost, I don't know, over 1 million views, maybe 1 million. Oh, hi. Susan's here, everybody. Susan's here.
Hey, Susan.
Yes, sweetheart.
Hey, Susan.
You, that was so awful. I still can't believe it. But she can't get away with, she's trying to put it on Creepshow. There's over 1 million views. That's a lot of eyeballs. So and Creepshow's now the worst egg on YouTube. So let's push it. Let's make it the Creepshow. Use the trolls for all this stuff. Go watch Creepshow's videos.
She still ain't as bad as Katie.
And she told the truth. I rewatched all 4 of them last day or so, and she didn't lie in any of them. None. And then this troll thing, honest to Pete, anybody that's in this chat, and how about on the panel, do you not like Katie because somebody told you about her? Or do you not like Katie because of how Katie treats people?
I don't like Katie because of Katie, things that she's done and said.
Yes, exactly. So this is gaslighting at its finest, to try to get her peeps to think this was all trolls, because if they go looking for her, if they Google her, they're going to see a very bad description, platform, whatever. And so she wants that to be that these people did this. It wasn't me. I'm never mean. I never lie. I'm a sweetheart. I don't get it. Say that to everybody that we know you have messed with. Let's just use Preacher Boy for just a minute. Preacher Boy story that happened 2 months, just a bit ago. The story matches what happened to Creepshow. It matched exactly. Tweet. You don't answer them fast enough, delete them all and start slamming you with that you're all these problems. She went so far to say that Preacher Boy was a misogynistic, sexual predator. I mean, she went hard. Because why? Oh, he didn't answer her tweets. And she wanted to pretend, too, that the trolls got to Preacher Boy. No. He's telling the truth. I've never seen the kid lie. Never. So why would he start now? Why would he have to? So please, everybody that hears me, this is absolute crap. Yes, there was some people that did some very bad things, and for that, she now gets to take her victory lap. I get it. But this does not change. Sue, you're in the chat. Does this change what happened to you? I mean, did trolls tell you that she was a mean, terrible, wicked witch? Or did it happen to you? And we could bring in other people and have them say the same. You see what I'm saying? It's like, this narrative that she's trying to push we have to speak up against it, because it's a lie. It's a lie.
Yes. I hear there's a part that coming up that we all need to hear. Let's listen.
But why would they listen to a stranger on the internet when the interaction they had with me was positive, So I try to think about that. I think about in this business, the hardest part of this business is that there's a lot of people that have opinions, and everyone has an opinion, and I am totally okay with that. I am totally okay with people criticizing me. I think it's fine. I know I put myself out there, so I'm like, yeah, you don't have to like my content. You cannot like my delivery. You can think I'm whatever. But when people are starting to try to infect your reputation by literally just saying things that are so off the wall,
they're really not.
I'm just some people are listening to the trolls. And then people will say to me that, well, you have burned bridges with people because of how you've reacted. And that's been really hard too. I have lashed out and I'm so ashamed of that. I'm literally so ashamed of how I've responded. So, are these the same people that called the brewery? Not necessarily, but that person's still on YouTube. I just think in general.
Wait, hold up. Wait a minute. Hold up.
Like,
who is this person that called the brewery? Did she just insinuate it was me? Wait, am I muted? What the F?
No, I hear you, but I didn't hear the brewery part.
She just said,
I'm just
listen.
ashamed of how I not necessarily, but so.
Okay, let's listen.
So, are these the same people that called the brewery? Not necessarily, but that person's still on YouTube.
Did she just insinuate that she knows who the F that was? And that it may have been me? Because I do not sound like I'm her neighbor at all. The person who left those messages sounds like they could have been her neighbor or in her family. I don't know. They definitely have a Minnesota accent.
I thought she thought it was EKC.
Well, she didn't have a Minnesota accent either. Well, she has a New York accent, kinda.
Sorry, yeah, I know she.
I mean, it depends on what day of the week you ask her, and then some days it's me, Aaron, Dottie, Shins, and Allie. It just depends on when you asked, I guess. But I definitely got accused first after she said to Toad while she was listening to it on IG Live. It doesn't sound like a Southern accent at all. It sounds Midwestern. She said that.
Yeah. And she was sitting in her chair drinking her wine.
Right. You remember. See?
I do.
No, it's fucking Toad trying to sound like a woman, y'all. I listened to it again and again. Little Red, she said back then it wasn't you, it was Aaron. Well, she said it was me too.
She's still holding it as Aaron, and the chat is saying EKC has admitted it. I didn't know that.
No, she did not. No, that EKC has not admitted it. She admitted she emailed the brewery. She admitted she emailed people, but she did not admit she did that because that is not her voice.
Okay.
So that's a mistype. I really think it's. I always thought it sounded like her friend Debbie or whatever her name was. That is her real life friend.
The one that came on and proved she didn't know anything about KJ.
Right, she sounds just like her.
This is one of my really good friends. Oh, so I'll start talking. I don't know that. I didn't know.
How long have we known each other? Oh, 6 years, 14. No, wait, what? Yeah, that person.
That person.
Okay, let's listen.
I just think in general, I'm just ashamed of how I've responded. I'm ashamed that I have not been able to discern between who is being a thoughtful subscriber and expressing honest concern from somebody who's trying to get into my DMs to take a screenshot of my response, right? And then plaster it so that they can say that I'm a terrible person. And it's not something I'm used to. And
she's itching. Look, it's funny that she's itching and looks. She's staring at the chat. And some lady said, "I'm glad to hear you are aware of how you responded. I can understand the lashing out. I would too." And she's like itching. Is the next comment going to be bad?
I think for me, the hardest part is this, that they're trying to get into my family life. So I don't care if people.
How did she come up with that at the exact same time someone put it in the group chat? You see that? Yeah. Okay. I'm just saying. You're telling the truth. You don't have to worry about the storytelling. True that. Listen.
Other creators that I'm a terrible person. I'm really not, you guys. I feel like I've been backed into a corner. I feel like I've been put in a situation where I have been harassed for such a long time that the creators, they don't want to work with me because these people, like, they let the trolls win. And I think that's really unfortunate. Like, why would you want to let trolls win? Why would you want to be surrounding yourself with people that are telling you that other people are terrible all the time? Like, we're all entitled to have our own opinion. We're all entitled to feel how we feel. We're all entitled to do what we do. But why do we gatekeep who can speak to who and what we talk about? That's kind of what concerns me.
Doesn't KJ block people who follow people who don't like her, even if they don't have any kind of interaction? Doesn't she?
She's famous for it.
Hey, LB.
LB. Okay, LB, do you not like Katie because trolls came and told you
not to?
or do you not like Katie because of how she treated you? Just a question.
Did she act like a twat waffle to you, LB? Was she just a mean bitch? I'm just saying.
I didn't say it that way.
We're doing research. I need answers. Homework. She has got to be delusional. I agree, Billy Martin. Heidi said 2 weeks ago she was calling other creators trolls. She still calls us trolls. Yes. I don't know. If we don't agree with her, we're trolls. Hey, always busy. Hey, y'all, I had to jump off, but I'll see y'all tomorrow.
Bye, sweetheart.
Good night. We love you.
Better. So glad.
Yep. Let's see. Y'all. Hey, if EKC was so concerned for her safety over the threats that she would email the brewery for their lack of response, why defend a man who's verbally attacked victims? I don't know about all that. Erin's not scared of anything. That's one thing I always liked about her. She ain't scared to do whatever stream. And she first emailed, that wasn't the first time. She emailed someone else first. I can't remember, but she did a video about it. I liked the way she would go. Like, I liked it. Okay, Jay, you treat people in disrespectful to everyone, even your subs and members. That's true.
Angela, you know, because you are a viewer, just like I am, that Katie's Duggar content is full of lies, but she doesn't care. She's trusting that, Jim Bob is too stingy to sue her. But as we know, how hard is that? He's going to have to sue her. We got defamation. We have to show that there was harm done. So she knows that. And now she has a get out of jail free card because we learned if you have a source, you can say anything because Clark Swanson fixed it for Katie. So now Amy Duggar will be the source. So I didn't do it, you guys. Amy was telling me these things. So it's not my fault. So she's got to get a jail free card to say anything.
Right. I have a couple things to read that this is just amazing. In Katie's chat, there is a comment. Hold on. Don't tell me I lost it. Angela G said, wait. That's not the one. I might skip it. Oh, they came after you and your family out of jealousy. Okay. And stand up and shine, girl. Okay. In this chat, LB said, definitely how she treated me. I mean, the first time she mentioned my name was to give me a big FU and say that I was a disgusting human being with predatory behavior. I saw that live, actually.
Me too.
Sassy Elmo Lorette, if I'm a troll, I am one heck of a cute one. I mean, in the morning when I get up, my hair does look like one of those pencils from the 80s that you twisted and their hair went everywhere. Me too, girl. Me too. Okay, I thought they were cute. Let's listen.
I'm right here, Angela, but you can't get a hold of me right now because I'm live, sweetheart.
That's not what she meant, you asshole.
Kevin says that the hate group is large because of Creepshow and Truth Sleuth. So I just want to put a few things to rest, I guess. I said in my video yesterday that the Creepshow art stuff. So she made these videos and she said that I was sending death threats. I was hacking people. I was using trolls. I was threatening people with violence. That was actually not me. And I was being set up by someone. So someone entered into my lawsuit and filed some false declarations. and made lies. This person has admitted to me now that she fabricated the fact that I was doing any of these things. Other people are involved in it. They're the ones that were sending
she didn't admit that you were never doing any of these things. She admitted that she's the one that was doing it in this case. You were still lying, and you were still being a shit human. In my opinion, allegedly.
They're the ones that were using the trolls. They're the ones that were trying to hurt people and were hacking and trying to platform people. So that was actually not me.
Wait, do y'all see this right here? Do y'all see this bitch? This bitch is crazy. On her chat. Love it. Okay, sorry.
People still believe that it's me because of her videos for some reason.
She's reading her chat.
I think you do a fantastic job reporting what you do. I think you do research and really piece things together. Hang in there.
Find the footage you need on ArtGrid, made for you, the creator who puts quality.
Hey, y'all. What is she going to do now that the Duggars have been canceled?
That was really smart of her, wasn't it?
Who is she going after next? What do you think?
I have ideas, but it better not be, because I will have a fit.
Oh, the Bates?
Yeah.
Poor Waxy.
I love those people. I truly love them. I not met them. I'm hoping to meet them, but
I've got to go let Cash out, so I'm going to hit play, and I'll be right back.
Thank you, Harper. You were recently with Preacher Boy thing, and he still won't take down what he said about you. That's the kind of stuff that is upsetting. I'm working right now with Preacher Boy to come to a resolution, so that hopefully will get taken down. I think he was harassed by people after I went live with him. So I just want take this anger, hurt, and darkness so you are so validly experienced and channel it into champion for better legislation for the protection of online content creators. You know, this is something I was actually thinking about. I feel like we do lack protection on this platform. I feel like in many ways, Google is my employer. They're paying me every single month, and I'm a partner in their program. And even though I report things, they don't do a lot to protect us. And it makes it really hard when this kind of stuff gets out of control. And the thing is that I know that I'm not the only creator that this happens to. And
look at her super chats. Can we count them? Count hers.
Why Sloan is going upsetting at me. I'm not here to address other creators. Of course, I've seen this in the past. The things the links people go to is completely disgusting. I've been following you for a few months. I love your content. Self-care is important. Thank you. I'm an awesome girl. Thank you. People are jealous of your channel. Says Callie Real. Thank you. I don't know if that's true. Thank you for becoming a member.
It's not.
I don't think this guy's involved. No, I don't. So
she named this I'm not okay today. I felt like quitting YouTube. No, you didn't. You're a liar.
Yeah, that's clickbait.
That's such a lie. Oh, impeccable pause. Someone should be offering me a job in the.
You're getting good.
You damn right. Well, what the F? Let's listen.
I think that when we're making content, there's like this fine balance between telling a story and then sending hate. And I think there's a fine balance between telling and reporting the news and like just not fact checking and not doing our due diligence.
Was she doing her due diligence the night that she did that one article? What was it? Who was it? I can't remember his name. It wasn't Shane Dawson.
Oh, Sanders
Kennedy. Sanders Kennedy.
Yes. She did her due diligence there.
Yeah.
She called and got the name of a man that had been retired for 5 years and used his phone number.
I actually can't believe she would even say the term due diligence after Steve.
Oh,
that's his term.
This is all crap. This is just crap. How do you feel about that, everybody? This is a chance where she could be a class act and maybe get somewhere, but she comes on and we're sitting here watching her just lie through her teeth. It's just too much. It's just too much.
It really is too much. Hey, if she goes live on IG, I better get 3131 in the chat, okay? It's very important. It's important. Let's listen.
Are these the same ones that come to light on what's been done to John? I don't think it's the same people.
Yeah, it's just something.
People.
I was just thinking about just.
Oh, yeah, my husband wants to tell you guys something.
Shut up.
I just are you filming on that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right here.
Okay. I just want to thank everybody for supporting Katie throughout all of this over the last 2 years, because it's been really terrible. And you guys know the truth.
It's not over yet,
So,
Toad.
Just thanks for being there for her. I'm out.
All right.
You
Oh no.
He sounded like he thought all this was over. It's not. Probably. Oh, look, another good pause.
Oh dear.
What is going on? I don't know what's going on with Sloan. I don't have an
You do
interest in
too.
disparaging another creator. If he has things that he is saying about me, I'm not interested in the back and forth. That's not what my platform is about. I don't want to have a fight with another creator.
Even
so
the
I'm
dog
just really
knows
not
she's
going to
lying.
respond.
Look.
I just not been responding, and I'm just going to continue not to respond. I hope that he can really focus on his channel is doing so amazing, you guys. Like he has his views are out of this world. His subscriber count is going through the roof. You know, I think, you know, he really does. He should focus on his content, and I hope he does.
For
That's
real?
really, really what I hope he does.
Didn't she cancel him a little bit?
He was tweeting about me a couple days ago. I know that. He literally was under my tweets, and then he was posting about me on his Instagram.
And wait.
But-
It wasn't in a good way, right? Is she just? Did he say someone's farted? Did she just say that like almost like there's a Reddit subreddit? I have a subreddit. Is that what she just did? She says Shane was tweeting about her, but it wasn't good, right?
It was bad. No, he's upset with her.
But she told it like it was good, like the Reddit was hers. Come on now, she's still lying. Look at that pause.
Yes, she's
How
lying.
can that be a truthful lady? Look at that pause.
Well, Sloan is really, and rightfully so.
Yeah, rightfully so.
Yeah.
He's so sweet.
I
Listen,
love him. I love him.
You know, his channel's doing really, really well, and I really do hope the best and wish the best for
No,
him.
you don't. No,
that's
you don't.
really what I've got. So.
She's lying.
My job is not and does not want to be ever to fight with other creators that make content similar or that are covering content that's similar to mine. I just want to make content. That's really all it is. And that's it.
All I got to ask is, who is the closest person to me? So when I go into cardiac arrest, I need some CPR. Is there somebody near Raleigh up in this chat? I'll give you my address because I'm here alone. I need someone to come do CPR when I completely have a stroke out because she's a liar.
Oh, and I'd like to come to North Carolina.
I hope he's not doing well. If you feel like praying for him, maybe you should say some prayers for Sloan. If you send good energy, I haven't talked to him in a really long time.
Because
so I just wish him the best.
Liar.
Well, that's
allegedly.
what she has to say. She has to say that.
Allegedly. Yeah, she has to say that. I wish him the best since it didn't work when I canceled him.
Yeah.
It was a temporary cancel. Sorry. I hate it. I hate her.
It's so hard to watch.
A lot of other creators have a problem because they apologize for their part in the drama, but it's hard to feel that sorry for you because of the way you act when under the microscope.
You act like a biatch.
Mm-hmm.
That's what. Don't ask what. She's fixing to ask what. Interesting.
Right now, I'm just sharing my truth. I have
your truth.
Interesting.
Received a lot of apologies, to be honest. And the people I have received apologies from have been really kind. I've had some good conversations with people, but I actually haven't received that many apologies from people, to be honest, really at all. So, and that's not even really what I'm looking for. Like, I'm not expecting people to apologize to me.
Time out. Silly Crow said, I'd love to have someone do a reverse voice changer on that brewery recording. It really sounds like KJ keeping up in mind and listening again. Who was it, if we remember? LB, are you still here? Who was it that did the reverse voice changer on Gumby and figured out who that was? Who was it? It wasn't what's his name? It wasn't the troll, was it? There was someone that did that. Keon. Was it Keon? Keon changed his ways. Maybe he would do a reverse voice changer on that for us.
This is ironic as we're sitting here watching what she's saying and knowing she's just blowing smoke, hot air, just ridiculous.
Right.
And we got two people in this chat that were terrorized by this woman. And I mean, we can go in anybody else's chat tonight and find others.
Wait, which two are you talking about?
LB and Sue Elliott.
Right. And then on panel.
And a panel, that's right.
All of us.
Panel, we've got
Right.
someone. We have three people.
And every other creator that, yeah. I don't call myself a creator. I come here and chat with my buddies, but YouTubers. Keon had no choice but to flip-flop. But now I don't think he's trolling. I think he's, I may be wrong, but I hear he's turned a new leaf. Let's listen.
This isn't like, I don't know. I don't.
Mick Travel Chica said, I think a lot of other creators have a problem because they have apologized for their part in the drama, but it's hard to feel that sorry for you because of the way you act when under the microscope. That's what she's about to answer. She looks shocked. Like, what?
What's she going to say?
It's been
She took
very
that
pressurized.
comment
And
down.
here's the thing: is it's not even being underneath the microscope. We've had the police here. We've had CPS here. They have tried to start IRS fraud cases against us. They're trying to get my husband arrested for crimes he didn't commit. They are directing people to send thousands of, they're sending thousands upon thousands of death threats to us. So it's not just like
thousands of death threats, and we have not seen one.
Yeah, that's not
it's
true.
a fake one, and we hear it 100 times.
Yes, that's not true.
Fake.
An apology from anyone. I'm not asking for people to feel sorry for me.
Yes, you
the
are.
hard part is that I just always wanted people to know that I wasn't doing these things.
She's
People
itching.
not apologizing, just taking down content. So now they're going to take that clip and twist it as if humans don't talk about things in different ways. I was talking about just one person, just Allie.
That's Daisy.
And I really don't have issues with a lot of creators, to be honest. I don't. I really don't. I understand that I was the hot topic.
Because once I block you and you're gone, you're dead to me, and you never existed in the real world. That's why she says she has no problems with other, because in her mind they're not real. Yeah.
And they had a job to do. So for some of those larger channels, I literally don't expect an apology, and I don't want an apology. And yeah,
you don't deserve one either.
So
except from now.
Questions in the chat.
Rue is in the chat.
Who's in the chat?
Somebody named Rue is in her chat, but
good.
I don't think it's Rue. You remember the puppy dog Rue?
No.
No, it was someone that had a lot of inside information about Janelle, the teen mom, and she turned on Katie in a wonderful public way.
Oh.
But I don't think that's her in the chat because they're seem to be a fan. So anyway.
Someone said something and people are clapping. I don't know what it was. Okay. So Lori, I can't respond. Lori, I don't know who you are on Twitter, so I can't address this comment right now. So I'll have to address that later. I'm sorry. Okay.
Kelly Sims, thank you for the PayPal for $10. Thank you. Much love.
There is a difference between apologies and just showing some grace, even though there may have been differences. I'm confused with some of the victim blaming I'm seeing right now. It is sad.
That was Jennifer.
It's not paused. She's just frozen.
Everyone. So you guys are all entitled to have your opinions, and that's
okay. I wasn't signed in, so now I'm going to read Kelly's thing. She said, "So proud of you and how you've withstood their shit." Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you for having your opinions. Thank you for sharing how you feel. I'm really not trying to blame everyone. I for sure am blaming the people that did this to me. Unfortunately, there was a community that was built around this. So I'm just sharing with you how I'm feeling. I hope that makes sense.
Jennifer?
And I'm not going to place blame on other creators. I have had some frustrations with other creators, and I think it's just like other creators have said things about me. I feel like I can respond to things if I'd like, and I don't have to respond if I don't want to. And that's really all it is. I don't want to blame anyone. I just want the truth out. I understand that people were gaslit, misled, and lied to. I understand that
by her a lot of times. Hey, Shyla, thank you for this $5 super sticker. I hope somebody's counting these.
People didn't know they were manipulated, and they are still trying to wake up from it. I understand that people are still trying to understand that I wasn't lying.
Damn it, without a jelly donut, don't go DMing Uni unless he's going to come talk. If he'll come talk, you can go DM.
I understand that
I don't think he's coming.
People are trying to tease through what I've experienced. So,
in my opinion, people wouldn't hate her if it's her fault.
Well, I want to address the earlier comment. That was Jennifer. That is a sub of mine, and I think maybe some of yours too. And she addressed that comment. I want to ask Jennifer. She's got a really good head on her shoulders. Jennifer, do you not care for KJ because of the trolls telling you she's not nice, or do you not
have a mind of your own?
What you've watched yourself. Just you don't have to answer me if you don't want to, hon. Putting you on the spot.
GGB1 said, "You bastardly creators tell us what to think." Her victim tour is backfiring. If she had played it cool, she'd have more people feeling sorry for her. Right? If she hadn't lied and been.
Who said that? That's
don't worry, be happy.
Well, that exactly. She could have, you guys. She could have been like, I don't know, if a pedestal or maybe more like a martyr. I don't know, but she would. But she doesn't have the class to do it correctly. She just doesn't. This is crazy to me.
I mean, she could. Never mind. I won't say it because last time I said this, it confused some people that weren't from North Carolina. But she could F up an anvil. Like, all she had to do was just be quiet. All she had to do was just say, "It's unfortunate what happened with Nat, but I don't have a statement to make it this time." She'd have been the golden child. She'd have been the poor victim that she always wanted to be. But Katie doesn't do anything the right way.
Well, Jennifer answered the question.
Okay.
She said, no, I had issues with her content. I never agreed with attacking her looks. None of us do. I agree with that completely. And then she said, but I disagree with her behavior. The things she has said. Doesn't always think through what she says. That's every stream.
She also, her last comment, did you read that? I didn't know this. She said Nat is still trying to talk to her today, though. Nat just doesn't give up, and that is highly concerning. Nat also contacted Preacher Boy today. Someone needs to stop her. That is true.
Yes, that needs to be stopped.
She's still
maybe it's just going to give more evidence. You know, maybe. I don't know. I don't know how much more they need.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got.
But I don't know how much can be done about someone in the UK.
Well, that's the thing. And that's why if it ends up let's just play this out a second. If this ends up a lawsuit and or maybe arrest would be different though. But if this ends up a lawsuit, they don't have jurisdiction over UK. So it's going to be little Miss Noble and her friend Dustin and maybe a few more. When they go to talk, they're going to say they got credible information from Nat. Well, what makes Nat credible? Salt
right
up. Salt said Nat is fine. Nat is acceptable. Nat is not incorrect. Nat isn't doing wrong. How many times did we have to read that? How many times? I have screenshots. I'm sure most of you do too. So the lawsuit, I mean, also, what crimes have been committed? I think the biggest one I've seen so far is incorrect filing of CPS reports, police reports. I looked in Minnesota. It's a misdemeanor for either one of those offenses. So how hard are they going to go if these people don't live in the state to have them pay a, $400 fine or something? So, I mean, we can be pretty mad, but how far can this go?
I mean, I have a question. Would Saucy have used Nat and Lori as credible witnesses if this were Arnold Schwarzenegger case? I doubt it.
Well, I mean, he's going to have.
And that was kind of a joke. Y'all were supposed to go hee hee hee. Because seriously, think about it for a second. He used Nat, which has turned out to be just a disaster, and Lori, everyone thought was cool. It was okay until she did the interview with LB, and poor LB, like, she did the best she could with that hot mess.
Yep.
So, the fucking Kraken is in the chat. I haven't seen you in a skinny minute. How are you?
Hi.
LB in chat. LB can get a link if she'd like to come up and talk. I'm dropping it again.
LB, come visit.
Come visit.
Working.
Okie dokie. Jennifer said, LB from LMN's own statements, I think they work together. Do you think, Jennifer, that Little Miss Noble knew that it was all lies? Or do you think she was manipulated? Although LMN spoke in circles.
She knew. She knew. The newest screenshot.
But was it like she knew, but she didn't admit she knew? Like she secretly knew and she pretended not to know? Or they talked about it?
Oh, it was completely. She manipulated most of it. The new screenshots show that. If we would have been talking 2 days ago, Red, I probably would have had a different opinion. But the new stuff shows Little Miss Noble directing traffic. Totally.
See, I didn't.
And
so you
her
think
friend, remember the friend that she talked about in Kay's stream, the one for 10 years?
Uh-huh.
Well, he's the mastermind of the tech of this. His name is Dustin, and he is the.
Have they found him in real life?
Well, they have his IP. They have. I don't know how far they've researched, but
you can grab the link, Jennifer. Sorry. Go ahead, Waxy.
No, I said what I was going to say.
Yeah, I don't believe any of them, Nat, Noble, etc. I don't either, but I really
good instincts.
I was really thinking that maybe Little Miss Noble was manipulated. I didn't know that there was proof that she, but at the same time, it seems like she would have to know it's bullshit.
She knows. She fully well. I'll try to screenshot that stuff and send it to you, Red. She absolutely. It's way bigger than anybody realizes. I mean, Tina's been implicated, and that explains a lot of how all of us were treated. If you know what I'm trying to say.
Right. I've got to take a restroom break. I'll be back in 2 seconds.
Is she going to want me to talk? Did you send Jennifer a link or drop a link there, kid? Jennifer can come on. I don't know how to do that, or I would do that. I know how to do it if I'm the person. Yeah. Okay, you're backstage. So Jennifer, what has to happen when Red gets back from potty break? She has to push the button to let you in stage. Okay, so just wait a minute. She went potty. Yes, Joey. Yes, she's been implicated. Now, here's the thing. Did she get implicated because they don't want to go down by themselves? Or is she involved? And I can't tell you which way that's going to fall. I can just tell you that little Miss Noble has implicated Tina. So, and we know. And it explains so much of what Charlotte lived through, what AZ's living through, what I lived through. Yeah, it's been they're not nice. They've, I don't know. Well, I do know. They had a goal and only a goal, and collateral damage. Charlotte was collateral damage.
Yep, I'm back. And Karen Collins, hey. Jennifer's in the backstage, so we're going to bring her up now.
Yeah.
Hello, Jennifer.
Hey, loves.
Hey.
Hi.
How are you?
But no, to back up what you're saying, Waxy, honestly, nothing against the person that was asking questions in here tonight. That is proof of what Charlotte went through.
Yes.
Here is somebody that, because of everything that, all the rumors and all the supposition, thinks that Charlotte was a bad person.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
And Jennifer, as being one of our subs, you're probably subbed to most all of us, right?
I think so.
I mean, I've always valued your insight. You're always pretty on point what you have to say. And so I guess I'm just kind of asking, it's in general, I'm not saying just you specific, but being out in the sub land, how hard has it been for you to navigate as all this has been going down? Because I would be curious, because I know my subs have been going through crap. So I just wonder, it's just from your perspective.
As most people know, I no longer go by my name on Twitter. I no longer have my picture.
Okay.
I was sent I got into a spat with someone on Twitter that was defending Katie. And from the screen name, I now think it may have been connected to Little Miss Noble.
Okay.
Because it was Peaches, which is actually one of the names that showed up.
That is Little Miss Noble.
Yeah. But she sent me a message in my inbox that told me I was better off dead.
Oh.
She threatened to contact my employer, which luckily I'm not working, but had it been the employer I was at previously, if you have a complaint because of social media, you're terminated, no questions asked, no appeals.
Right.
So to me, that's terrifying. That is literally terrifying. And that's the thing. That's a lot of them. And Katie has been saying, well, if you hide behind an avatar, it means that there's something wrong.
Right.
No, it means we're freaking scared.
Yes. That's
We're
what I was
freaking
wondering.
scared.
How scary is it out there for you?
It is. I mean, I actually pretty much left Twitter for probably 2 months. Like, I'm just now speaking on Twitter again. But I've been on Twitter since I think 2008. I'd always had my name. I always had my picture. My kid's picture was on my banner. And I'm now incognito. And I hate that. But I don't feel I had a choice.
Right. Right. No, good instincts, actually.
New member. I've got a new member. Let's see, Caddy. Welcome to Little Red Friends. Thank you. Thank you. Okay.
We've seen the havoc just, go through everywhere. And when people won't listen and they won't believe you, and then we have all these fake things that it's all going back to the same person.
Well,
Little Miss Noble.
I don't understand. I don't understand how they were able to, and I say they because I mean, Nat was involved, although to the look of those last messages, she was manipulated pretty hard.
Yeah.
I mean, and
Who
this is
was?
just Nat was.
Okay.
I think there was a lot of manipulation to her. You'll have to look at the messages that showed up. There's what, 80 some of them, Waxy? It was like 80 some.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it pretty much chronicles a huge conspiracy.
Yeah. Yes, it does.
And one of them even mentioned a hitman.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there's question as to who that was directed towards. I've seen people say it was directed towards a hitman to get Salts. I've seen a hitman to get Katie. But, I mean, in honesty, looking through that particular message with different eyes, it's like they're like, okay, a hitman would cost this much to observe someone. It would cost this much, blah, blah, blah. And if you look at the date, like Nat was kind of pulling away. It looked like Nat was like, I don't know what's going on anymore. I'm confused. Correct?
Right.
She did kind of disappear for a minute.
Well, but all of a sudden, okay, so that happened. But I think the one to Sassy was shortly after that. So I think they scared her, honestly. And I don't mean to defend Nat. I think she was scared. And that's why she went to Sassy.
Defending. It's, what you think.
It's just confusing. Right. It is really like everything I thought I knew kind of changed a little bit when I read all that Twitter dump and the DM dump.
Yeah, it gets clearer and clearer with everything that keeps coming. It supports what we thought, and that's amazing.
Yeah. And that's the thing. We figured this out first week of February, second week of February.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. It all went down. And,
I've seen people say that, well, why is everybody mad? The community didn't have anything to do with it. The community, and I'm sorry, I have to say this. The community is at fault, partially. The silence allowed this to happen. Being told day after day, you can't talk, you're interfering in a lawsuit, blah, 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 let the professionals hand it, blah, blah, blah. I mean, I even saw we're still supposed to be quiet because we're interfering in a federal investigation.
Yeah. No, we're not. And also, I hear you and I second that because here's why. Even though there was a lot of people saying, sit down and shut up. Mm-hmm. You cannot convince me there were not more of us than there were of them. There were more of us who had doubt. There's more of us who had something ain't right. Why did we let ourselves be silenced?
Because they had a platform.
I mean, we had a platform. I had a platform that I was scared to use. Everybody had a platform. I mean, we had a platform.
Well, that's why I think Reagan went so hard. That dox of Charlotte would shut anybody up. True. So let me go as hard as I can and make all of you guys stop it, because every time any of us were questioning anything, it came back to the same group of people that we were interfering. We shouldn't do that. Please stop. Do you want Katie to win? Blah, blah, blah. And it's the same people over and over and over again that did that.
Well, and think about it. What did I just say? What happened to me? Yeah. And I'm not alone. I'm not alone. So it makes you wonder, terrorize somebody and they're going to shut up.
Yeah. So that's why the silence, I don't think I think it got just kind of like, I'm going to say the word creepy, but kind of that, keep to yourself. I can tell you honestly, it was just, who can you trust? It becomes less than 5 people. I mean, so you stay with that 5 people and you don't talk that way. If someone says anything, you know who talked about it because you only talked to those 5 people. Right. And I mean, I know that's why I asked you, Jennifer, because I know that what the creators have been going through, and this is a mutual experience here on YouTube. There's the creators and we have our subs. That's the other side. So I knew that the subs had to be going through some crap too. I mean, obvious.
It's scary, and honestly, I'm kind of like to go back and do it all over again. I think I would have been like, okay, deuces, I'm done. And I've met some amazing people along the way. Don't get me wrong, but like it's like living in some weird Twilight Zone. Like I was telling my husband this last night. If someone was to write a book about this tomorrow, they would have to put it in the fiction. No one would ever believe this is nonfiction.
Never. It's like a soap opera.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Well, I want somebody hot to play me. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Sorry. I couldn't help it.
I want Melissa McCarthy to play me.
Oh, you know what? That would work.
I thought so too.
That would work.
She'd be funnier than me though. So we have.
Yeah. I can't really put a finger on who would be me. Jennifer Aniston. Can I have her? I mean, you know,
that's
she's a brunette like me.
Yeah.
A blondish brunette.
Okay, next y'all do me because I don't know who I look like. Actually, I thought somebody's here.
I'm seeing some comments. I understand why. I want it to be. I am not blaming Tina. I'm just sharing with you that she has been implicated. Just so you know, don't want it turned or whatever. At this point, we don't know if Tina did anything.
I will venture out to say, and she is not by any means my favorite person. We know that she went to her Facebook group and posted stuff from me and said, don't trust this person. I've seen those. She's not my favorite person, but I would say I would put my reputation on the line. That's funny, right? And say that Tina had nothing to do with any faking anything in this situation. That's not Tina's style. It's not. And neither Shins is the one that spoke out about it and brought it to light. So I don't see that happening either. And also, I was friends with Shins when this court shit started. Shins isn't involved either.
Okay, but for clarification, because you haven't seen the tweets, have you?
No, apparently not. No.
Okay, so for clarification,
I have.
There were two names that were mentioned, one of which was Tina.
Yes.
Now, we don't know. I mean, could be it. And there was actually another creator's name, and I don't know whether I should say that or not. But there were three particular names. Tina was one of them.
Yep.
So that is where this is coming from.
But what did it say, though?
They were referring to, we need to get
as being involved.
Tina says, go ahead. We need to get this information to Tina, something along those lines. I'm paraphrasing. I don't have it in front of me. But there definitely are screenshots of this. I mean, Jennifer, you've seen them. I've seen them.
Now,
I mean, again, it doesn't say Tina, I'll cut you.
No,
right. And Tina is a common name. But the one creator's name is a rather unique name. I will leave it at that. The other two, Tina and the other name, are closely tied together. Would you not say?
Yeah.
Like best friends.
Yeah.
Almost. Yeah.
So to me, I mean, there's no documented proof. Are these real? Although with the number of them, if somebody fabricated them, they did a real good job, because there was 80. It was page after page after page after page.
Now, I will say that, and I don't mean any disrespect by saying this, I can see how Shins could be like used.
Her name was not. Her name was
not Shins. Not Shins. I'm sorry, Shins. I didn't mean Shins. I meant Tina. I can see how Tina could be maybe wrangled into and tricked, or maybe involved without meaning to be involved. But I don't see her knowingly lying and stuff. I mean, I really don't. I've known her for a long time. I've known her longer than most people I've known here. And I'm not a fan. We don't speak currently, but I don't see her knowingly being involved. Like I can't see how, because she's Tina. I can see maybe someone lying to her and getting her involved, but I'd have to see the screenshots.
I mean, and again, there's no last name. There's no
Right.
Tina, I'll cut you.
Right.
You know, it could be a different Tina. You never know. I'm just saying that because of the two names that were tied together, that's.
If you were having to make your best guess and you get $1 million, you probably would guess it. But listen, guys, we don't know. And one of the things I hope you know is what we are doing now is we are sharing. So there may be information that comes out that you're going to be surprised by, or you're going to go, whoa, wait. So in a way, just like put it in your back pocket, and then let's hope and pray she's not.
Well, and in a way, we have seen that screenshots can be questionable. And so we also have to keep that in the back of our mind too.
Yes.
You know, what is real and what is fake? At this point, we don't know.
Yes. 100%. 100%. I was just sharing with you what I read, not trying to say 100% in any way. I personally,
I want full disclosure. That's what I want. Let's just get it out. Lay it out online. Lies will be forgiven. Just let's tell it all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, if those screenshots are to be believed, and the names that I'm talking about was a very small part of it. That was a very small part.
That's true too.
But if you look through, it is very terrifying, I guess. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
I mean, this was very, very intricate.
I believe we are witnessing what crazy looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, everybody thinks crazy is like one flew over the cuckoo's nest. Mm-hmm. Well, crazy can be your neighbor across the street, and it just comes across. She can handle real life a little better, but you don't know what she's also thinking. And I have ever since her video came out, Little Miss Noble's video, that
the first one or the second one?
Second one.
Okay.
That she is mentally ill. I just felt, I mean, it's like nobody acts like that. This is, what is she doing? And then she left it up, and then she sends everything to Amanda Pants. Then she goes on Kay Baxter and play group. What group? You just sent things within an hour with 2 other people. What group? You're just being just a jerk to you're lying to.
Well, it was splitting hairs. Well, I didn't know. I didn't know it was a group. I mean, we talked to each other, but I didn't really think of it as a group.
Yeah.
What?
It was disgusting.
Yeah, it was a group.
I mean, it just doesn't make sense. And it honestly, the more it plays out, it seems like she had a bigger role than people initially thought.
Oh, I think so too.
And I think, honestly, this is something everybody needs to take as a lesson out of this. This is a life lesson. You know, these are people that walked among us, basically. They walked among us, and, you know, they befriended everybody, and there was a lot of trust. And now it looks like a lot of people's trust was severely betrayed. And I really think when all this is said and done, you know, the people that defended her the staunchest they're going to take a very hard fall. It is going to hurt them deeply when they realize just how much they were manipulated.
Okay, I have a super chat from Stina. Who posted the screenshots? Why won't you guys tell us? And someone else asked, why can't we post them? Like, show them on screen.
No, the names, I don't want to say the names of the particular creators, but it was, is it okay to say the Twitter handle or not?
I mean, was it public or was it private?
It was public.
If it's public, if you'll send them to me, I'll post them. I'll share them.
The person's name is the Progressive Conservative.
Yes, that's right.
I just didn't want to say the creators' names out loud. I don't want to step on any toes.
Right. But if it was a public tweet, then I'm okay sharing it. I mean,
the Progressive.
I've had my private life shared across the Twitterverse.
It came out last
I just
night.
don't know the etiquette.
Right. You shouldn't share private DMs. That used to be a thing. Apparently, it's not anymore.
Apparently, this tells you not, because this is all this is private DMs.
Yeah, apparently, it's not a thing anymore.
Yeah, we're privy to everything.
Yeah. So, I'm trying to get it for y'all. Let's see. Billy Martin, I agree, and copy S2. Billy said EKC and Dottie do a lot of shady crap, then couch it as concern. I call bullshit. You know, what can I say? What I don't understand is I've always loved EKC. I don't understand this. But she said, I mean, she's been critical of me, and I've never denounced her or been not her friend. But she actually said that the only thing Dottie did was share DMs or share some screenshots, and she removed them the next morning. Well, she removed them because Nat frantically got up with her and told her to take them down. Is what I
put them up by the direction of Nat too.
She put them up by the direction of Nat, and then the narrative that is being spun is that okay, so the narrative that was spun, now this is not my words, this is what was said, is that
Hannah, can you come in yet?
That Saltz contacted Nat's mom, I believe, who told Nat to get a hold of Dot, which makes no sense. Like, if Saltz is going to get a hold of someone, why wouldn't he get a hold of Nat personally? But throwing that aside, so apparently Saltz supposedly told Nat's mom to contact Dottie to take, or to Saltz contacted Nat's mom to tell Nat to tell Dottie to take them down.
And also her friend. She also contacted the friend. Saltz did. In the narrative that you're talking about. So it was her mom and her friend, but not her. That supposedly is the story. So Saltz comes on Twitter and goes, I never contacted the mom or the friend. So yeah, it was lies. And we knew it was lies. So Saltz had that lady supposedly 12 hours recorded testimony. He could have got a hold of Nat himself. He didn't need to call the mom and the friend.
Exactly. I mean, that made no sense.
No. None.
And, you know, when that was said on that stream, I was like, what? Half unicorn.
Oh, yeah. The unicorn. The unicorn altar. We have that too. Boy, you guys.
This has been a lot of info packed into one night, right?
It really has.
I'm so glad you both came and that Charlotte came in.
Yes, it's been very nice.
We're still right at 200 people here, but I think this is a good spot to wrap it up.
I think you guys, I thank you, subs. I dearly love you. I enjoy your company. And I feel bad that some of this ended up on your, in your world. That's terrible. Nobody would have done that on purpose. So we just got infiltrated with a bunch of unacceptable people. And then some of our friends believed them. And that's really hard because we have to come to grips with that some of our friends believed them.
Hannah Bananas, I'll take you up on that. You can come on tomorrow night. And
hi Jess, hi Sue. You guys are awesome.
Everybody loves Waxy. A unicorn where? Squirrel. You might as well say squirrel. Just because now I'm gonna be looking at unicorn.
Hey, I want someone to give me the information as to where I can get my half unicorn altar because I really want that.
That'd be fun. Oh, that'd be so fun.
So much fun. What did LB say? Cannot type tonight. Well, you should have come on and talked. You wouldn't have had to type, woman.
Was she driving or something?
No, she just didn't want to come on panel with us. Oh. I'm just kidding. I like to give her a hard time.
Oh, we haven't seen that yet, LB.
The classy mom. Hey, Little Red, was Kim involved in this? You mean Kim? Not that I'm aware, but
that was the other name that I wasn't going to mention.
Oh, what? Wait, was she?
The screenshot says something like, "Let's see what Kim thinks."
Well, let me tell you this. Out of all the people you've named that screenshots mentioned, she would not be one that I would speak on. That's what I'll say. No.
But and like I said, that's why I don't know what y'all's creator thing is. That's why I was trying to,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hard. Yep. It's hard.
I haven't heard
it's in
a
the
whole lot from him.
screenshots. So but again, there's no last names, there's no usernames, there's no handles. So it's, could it be them? Maybe. Could it not be? Maybe. Nobody knows.
Yeah. I know that the Kim and Tina are friends. I don't see Tina knowingly being involved in any kind of big operation of known lies. I just don't. Kim, I could see, because there's no love lost between us, but I don't think Tina would. And I'm not going to make that claim against Kim either, because I haven't seen her speaking out a whole lot at all lately. Like, I haven't seen her anywhere. So I'm not even going to, I wouldn't even say that Tina would. Oh, I mean, what would be the point?
Can I think out loud?
Tina doesn't even hate Katie as much as she hates me and LB. So she isn't coming for Katie. Right, LB? I mean, she hates us worse, right? I'm just thinking. I know she hates me worse than she hates Katie.
Can I think out loud?
Yes, ma'am.
Just popped in my head. Kim made a declaration in the lawsuit.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and the one thing that is funny about that is she made a declaration against Lori, but she didn't say that her and Lori had a speaking. They had actually had a conversation back and forth, and they had talked. It wasn't like she was still scared of Tina or of Lori. But go ahead. Sorry.
Well, it just sometimes coincidences aren't coincidences, if you know what I mean.
Right. Yeah.
Who made these declarations? A crazy woman in the UK, Lori, who was brutal, and
another crazy lady. Right.
What the heck?
Maybe they're, never mind. Yeah, what the heck? Tina or Kim? Kim hates me. I was told by someone that was in a group chat with Kim that she hates me more than Katie. She hates me more than Katie. I'm aware of that.
Wow, you guys.
I think she
hates. What is this? The anti?
What the heck?
I was told that by Sarah. I've been told many times that Katie is not on her target. You remember, like, she used to do anti-Katie videos, and then it was Katie and LB, and now she hates me worse than me and LB. Or
she lost her channel, right? It got pulled.
Do what?
She lost her channel, right?
No, I don't think so. She just doesn't use it anymore.
Oh, I thought she lost it. Okay.
I don't think she's lost it. I don't know why she would.
It's unveiling, right?
Right.
Yeah, unveiling the mask.
I think. Well, I'll have to check. I don't know.
I'll check right now. I'm positive she hasn't. I mean, she hasn't done it. The last thing she did that I'm aware of was she did a couple of live streams, and they were the first live streams ever that she did, and it's when she was mad at me. So, of course, I listened. But I don't think she's done anything with it.
Well, the third name is, should I say it?
Sure.
They're gonna read
Waxy. It. Okay. Dottie was the third name that showed up.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean,
her name. It's not a common name, but it's in there.
I mean, here's the thing. Dottie was so mad at people that were doubting. I mean, she was pissed off because people were doubting Nat. So is that? I'm not even going to pretend to speculate like I know Dottie, because I'm going to tell you something. I thought I knew Dottie before December 1st. I didn't never know Dottie, because the Dottie I knew would have never done to me what the Dottie did to me, ever. So I don't know. And tomorrow, you're right, Joey. Everybody's going to hate me. It's okay. Unveiling the mask 7 months ago was the last video, but it's still there.
Okay.
I know she'd been on some panels, but I don't think she has in a few months at least.
Right. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I cannot like someone and say I don't think they're evil people. I don't know that any of them would be like involved in a plot as sick and twisted as this. Even Dottie, even Kim, and I definitely don't think Tina would. Tina, I can say almost for certain. If Tina was involved, then she didn't know she was involved. The other two, I don't think, but I mean, they wouldn't extend me the same courtesy. I don't think so.
Well,
whatever.
I know we're wrapping up, but I do want to say that we saw video of Dottie defending everything, and so you think she isn't involved, but yet she's telling the stories of the abuse that Todd had done.
Thank you, Billy.
All this stuff that we now know was all, fabricated. So that whole video, she's saying all the things that little Miss Noble also believed and put into a CPS report. And I'm listening going, Dottie, please. I mean, it was terrible to see that.
Did anybody see it live?
I want to read a couple of chats real quick. Billy said, "Don't worry, Little Red Donut and I have your back. Thank you." Jess said, and she's still saying you're on drugs. You and I have private messages about my sobriety and worried about triggering me. So if you were on drugs, I think I would be able to tell, Little Red, y'all. And Kiera said, Dottie was there with Shins trying to destroy Little Red and then was there for all that happened to Charlotte. It seems effing odd that the same people just kept sowing discord. I agree about that.
I agree.
Buzzy B, I'm not drunk either. Yet. Yet. What's your question, LB? And y'all can go while because she's got to type it. Am I yo drunk uncle?
Honestly, I mean, I watched almost the entire stream that night, and for one thing, she was very unhinged, which I know everybody's being angry. We shouldn't, she was unhappy. Yeah. She was frustrated, blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. But I mean, she accused Katie of paying off friends. She accused Salt of manipulating. He said that Nat was terrified. I mean, honestly, the allegations she leveraged are some and there's a reason that she took that live down. She knew it.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, the things that she said were very, very dangerous allegations. Yes. And to me, it's very telling.
Yes. And that she believed it. Her premise of that video was to say, I believe this and I'm protecting her.
But you know what they say? She doth protesteth too much. And that came right as the cards were starting to fall in.
Uh-huh. Yes. Yes. Somebody asked a question and the answer is yes, but I got to remember who asked the question.
What was the question?
Who even asked it? Let me see.
Did Dottie claim to have the fake video?
Yes, there it is. Yes, she did.
Yes, she did.
Yes. The answer is yes.
Okay. So
yeah, she claimed to have watched. She said that she was watching Nat as they were typing back and forth, and she would see Nat type something, and then she would see KJ type something, and then she saw delete as Katie was deleting her stuff. So it kind of implied that maybe Nat was trying to screen share while they were having a private message, maybe. I that's what it sounded like to me, because she was talking about how Natalie was typing and then Katie would be responding and then Katie would be deleting her responses. But she also said she watched as she said she watched as Natalie was talking to Katie, and Katie was trying to talk to the littles, which are the younger alters. Mm-hmm. And that Katie made Nat switch, I think, 7 times, and KJ was telling Natalie's youngest alter, I think the name was Emily, but don't quote me. She was telling her, "Oh, you can play. We can go watch Peppa Pig with V." Yeah. That's all I'll say about that. So basically, using KJ's son as like a catalyst to bring the alter out. I mean, it just made no sense, and she tried to claim she actually watched that happen.
Yes. in real time too. In real time, not as a video, not later. In real time. So I mean, it breaks your heart. It breaks my
It
heart.
makes no sense. If you think critically, if you think logically, it doesn't make sense.
No.
I mean, it goes back to the essay pictures of Natalie's that hit Twitter. And
Yeah.
I don't understand how anybody in their right mind could have believed it. And I'm sorry if that sounds mean, but explain to me how. This is supposedly a police investigation. She was essayed, right? How did somebody get these photos? How would they get them to put them on Twitter? What logical sense did that make, even at that time?
And why couldn't you hear anyone's voices, or you couldn't see shadows? Let me hush. I'm just saying, I went to the one person I trusted in this whole situation, and we have mentioned her name the last 10 minutes, and she said she was distraught over seeing those images. And I'm like, really? And it shut me up. Like, I didn't ask anybody else. I'm like, gosh, now they're going to talk about me because I questioned. But nothing ever got out. But it's still like, what about those pictures was they look like Pornhub pictures to me.
Well, and the other thing that Dottie said is that Natalie had been essayed twice in 2021, and the implication that I took from it is that she was accusing it being at Katie's direction. And is Katie some kind of a mob boss? Like how does she have this is happening
Katie's
from
bad, but
this is in the UK. She basically implied, I think it was one of the two attorneys, whether it be Katie's or Tottie's, I can't remember which. I think I've seen both at some point, claiming that they somehow how from I think it was Brown actually that she made the allegation. How from Seattle? Like none of the things that she said that night made any logical sense. To me, I was just like, what is going on here?
Wasn't it? I mean, I may be wrong, but I don't think I am, but maybe. Wasn't that essay an R?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm trying to be politically correct for y'all's monetization.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, I'm not saying the word either, but I think it was R.
Yes, that was exactly what the claim was.
Mm-hmm.
And a violent one at that.
Yes.
Twice
in 2021.
And she shared the pictures on a stream or on a public forum. Really?
No.
That's what
Dottie,
I think I
Dottie
do.
talked about it. Dottie did not show them. She talked about it.
No, not Dottie, but didn't the victim show them?
Supposedly, I don't know, because everything
I saw the pictures. Who shared them?
It was one of those fake sock accounts.
Okay.
It was one of the fake sock accounts, because that was the thing. And there's certain people that have been since linked that now have accounts that are gone that would message me and be like, oh, did you see this account? Did you see this? You know, and you now know through the lens of today that was probably people involved that were, I mean, how did these people just suddenly, like, I didn't see them, but some certain people just randomly saw these accounts that nobody was friends with that popped up with all these pictures and all these comments and all these hate things. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how intricate did it become? Honestly, this is one that really upset me, is like, it got to the point where there was a group of us that we pretty much figured out who was going to do these attacks. It became pretty obvious. We would look at Twitter, if they had a handle, you know, if their date was like that same month, we started flagging them. You know, we would talk to each other and be like, okay, watch this account. And there was literally a night where there was an account that friend requested me. And they went from no follower, or they didn't follow any accounts, to within like 15 minutes, they had like 350. Okay. I'm looking through it, and it was like a carbon copy of mine. So what it tells me is that they went to people that they were following and started taking their stuff, because it was they actually followed somebody that I follow that has nothing to do with this. It's a breast cancer person I follow. So you can't tell me that that's a coincidence.
Yeah.
That they just happened to follow them. It was cities that I've lived in. It was organizations that I follow. And it was like 5 or 6 of us. That's how creepy this got. Is they would friend request somebody and then just go down their followers list. And then these were the people that would do these crazy things. And that one that shared these pictures was one of those accounts.
Okay.
It was
Wow.
so twisted. It was
Yeah.
so twisted.
Yeah, I know. I know. Somehow myself, I was saved. I didn't get any of this, but my friends did. So that's how I
Oh,
got
what Charlotte
involved.
went through is insane.
Yeah.
That is absolute insanity. I mean, okay, great. She's a YouTuber, whatever. She's a private person. She's a private person. She's not a million sub YouTuber. She has a small channel. She's a private person, and her life was ripped apart. Why?
Mhm. Yeah.
Hannah just said, I wish someone would look. I've seen screenshots of Salt saying that Nat admitted lying about the rape and it was a fake video.
I can't get onto Twitter. It's not working.
I'd have
See
to
if I can
leave
get it
this
to
to
work.
go to Twitter.
The fact
It's
that
working again.
when was that said?
Hang on, I'm looking.
The fact that he made that claim or he said that and it's not been widely heard is concerning to me.
I agree with
Hannah Banana said that. I'm sorry. Who did I say said it?
LB, you got to be kidding me.
I don't see it. The last tweet I see is June 27th.
It probably wasn't recent. It probably wasn't the last few days.
Well, everything that he said is in the recent weeks is that they still believe that Nat is current. I think he even thinks she's still currently being hacked. Evidence suggests that Nat was hacked and received hundreds of harassing emails. We're receiving information that there are others manipulated access to her accounts and to send information from them. Hacking efforts were traced elsewhere. Which, I mean, if you actually pay attention to what he just said,
yes,
supports
Jennifer.
those messages.
Yes, good job.
That 100% supports it.
You are on it, kiddo.
But see, that's the thing. A lot of people are very critical of him right now. But everybody needs to take into consideration, what is he? He's an attorney. Attorneys are very, very, very careful with their words. And if you read through all of his tweets, knowing that he's being very, very careful, he's not lying. Nothing that he has said is a lie. I don't honestly think it's well, there's some things in the past. But most of what he is saying right now, it's just very, very careful wording. He's an attorney. He has a case to protect.
Exactly.
Yes, if you look, he's like for instance, he said somebody didn't get hacked. Well, I forget which, that's a tweet I'm remembering. I don't remember who he's talking about, but at the time I thought, well, that's good because we all agree that wasn't a hack. That was a
okay.
spoof, you know.
I'm gonna share. I'm sorry. Time
That's
out.
okay.
I'm gonna share a screen, and maybe that ain't the best idea. Hold on. Open in new.
LB, that's some crazy crap right there. Wow.
Well, and the other thing though, and this is how I described it on my video, I don't consider all these crazy emails as hacking. I consider them as harassing. And you notice never once did he say she didn't harass anyone.
Yeah. I mean, we when Charlotte was getting emails that said they were coming from KJ, it's like we both T-Spiracy and I took a look and it's like, we don't touch that. Don't open that, Charlotte. This is not, because it was like,
close that. Read what that says. Close
yeah,
that.
I did. I'm gonna save it and try to open it that way. Thumbnails.
You're bringing up the meat part.
I'm trying now.
Jennifer,
or has that been publicly released?
Who do you think?
Do you not want me to show that, or
well, see what the very top of it said?
Okay.
It said should not go any further out of respect for Salts.
Oh, okay. Well, I won't share it then.
That's the only reason I say that. I don't know if that's been publicly released.
When was it originally? I don't.
It makes me sick to read things like what LB got, what Charlotte's got. I mean, it's just like, this is a crazy.
It was a YouTube lawsuit. It was a YouTube that's all this was.
Yeah. And
like,
you know, KJ is polarizing for sure.
Right.
And there's a lot of, I mean, I do not like that girl. And I've given her so many chances to.
But she is far from the most polarizing character ever. She is far, in the grand scheme of life, she is nowhere near the top 5. And I've never heard of anything like this. Why? Why did this happen?
Yeah.
I think that's
exactly. Like, what is so special? Like, she's not even that interesting. Why?
Do you think it's because everybody's small enough that maybe the players thought nobody's going to pay attention? You know, like if it was a big shot person that's off the rails, maybe they would be discerning. But at this level, even KJ at 180, whatever, we're still small potatoes.
No,
so maybe, no.
What I think happened is it comes down to the community was very small. I mean, let's be honest. In general, not everybody that's a subscriber of Katie's is really a part of any community. I mean, I was a sub of hers for a long time, but not involved in anything. So I think what it is between the true Katie people and the true anti-Katie people. We're probably not talking more than 5,000 people, maybe. I can't see it being much bigger. Yeah. And so it was very small. And I think it made it easy to kind of innocuously work in between those. You know what I mean? Yeah. Does that make sense?
That's kind of, you're kind of just, in my opinion, kind of saying it better than I could say it. That you're clearing it up a little bit about the small part. And yeah, then they could manipulate. And there was so much manipulation going on. And I will hope and pray that the people that were my friends were manipulated, and I hope they'll be big enough to say they're sorry to the people they need to, but that's all yet to play out.
Well, and here's something else, and this is not a slight to mental illness. I haven't done. But do you notice that there's a lot of people, a lot of the players in this that have admitted, I have this form of mental illness. I have that form of mental illness. Yeah. And I think that also played into it. I think you had some people that were in a way vulnerable anyway. And so they were very, very pliable.
Yes, I agree.
I think it would be a stretch to say that there's many people on this earth that do not have some type of mental illness.
Right. Do we all go around parading?
Bipolar.
But do we all go parading around saying it?
No.
And that is the thing. A lot of the key players in this, you know, a lot of them, like now, I've got this, and this. Little Miss Noble said on that stream, I have this, and this. Like all these key players, Lorianne, I have this, and this. All these key players that you're hearing, I have this mental illness, I have that mental illness. And yes, I think there's a high number of us that do, but I don't go around like, hey, I got this, and this. You know what I mean? Yeah. I think you've got people with more, possibly higher levels of mental illness, and so that made them more apt to be manipulated.
Well, that I gotta go back to Little Miss Noble's video. That was crazy.
That was odd.
Behavior was off the charts.
It was very unhinged.
Yes.
What video?
She made video and she came on and she was all over the place.
It's gone now?
It's I think there's some snippets of it in various places, but I couldn't tell you off the top of my head where.
If anyone has it, I would love
when I went back to look at it, it was gone, and I thought, why didn't I screenshot this?
I know, right? And I've saved.
I never think about that.
Okay, so basically, what it was, this was the night. Okay, so basically, how things went down. How things went down is Sassy. Everything what happened was Sassy, where Nat contacted Sassy. Sassy freaked out. She's like, this is a whole bunch of craziness. I can't do this. Goes to KJ. So then everybody's like, well, Sassy's this crazy mole, and start targeting her.
Yeah.
Well, then apparently behind the scenes, there were some DMs that were passing back and forth, and Little Miss Noble's name started getting thrown around. So now she kind of got pushed to the spotlight. And so as a response, Little Miss Noble did a video, basically, going, she was in tears. She was like very disheveled, all over like her thought processes were all over the place. And it was supposed to clarify everything about with Nat, but then it kind of ended up being about her nephews and how she was caring for her nephews and how she lost custody of one and it went back to the kid's parents. And then, but social media is not everything. And and you this is I mean, Waxy can tell you this is what it was.
Oh yeah, it was all of that. Yes. And just the dramatic overacting,
the throwing her head back and the crying and flailing.
Yes, it was nuts, you guys. When you see crazy, I mean, everybody thinks it's One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, but it isn't always. And that's in my mind as she's talking to Kay Baxter. And then we find out Saturday that she had DM'd all that stuff to Amanda Pants the day before. The timeline itself is crazy.
Yeah.
Absolutely crazy.
Yeah, she literally had sent everything to Amanda. Was Kay Baxter Sunday or was it Saturday?
Saturday.
No,
so it was literally
Kay
the
Baxter's
same
interview. I think is Friday night.
So it was the next night that she was sending everything to Amanda. So she talked to Kay Baxter and she's like, I was manipulated, blah blah blah. And then the next day she's sending Amanda Pants the 12-point CPS report.
The other way, Jen.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it goes. Wednesday is the flailing the video. Thursday she sends the crap to Amanda Pants.
Okay.
Friday night she does Baxter. So Kay is, God bless her. Seriously, she did a damn good job, and that woman was.
Kay tried.
She did.
Props.
She tried hard, and I'm proud of her. And then
and she kept trying to redirect her, and it was like, I swear to God, it was like pinning down a toddler.
Yes. And then Saturday is when Amanda
trying to herd cat
to share what she received on Thursday. So just that, because my thought was, you got to be kidding me. You came on Kay Baxter and said all that crap knowing you'd send it to Amanda Pants. You are Looney Tunes.
But hey, I didn't send that CPS report. I just told her how to work drop down boxes and I told her how to phrase it, but I didn't send a CPS
and
report.
Spelling.
Yeah. Okay, fine. You didn't push the send button.
Let's see. I wonder if they can prove that, because if they can prove that Nat did it, this will help.
They can prove where it came from. For sure.
I hope so.
Okay. Here's the thing. Could they physically prove it? Probably not. Let's be honest. However, how many times when she was on that stream did somebody say, have you talked to an attorney? Have you talked to an attorney? She basically handed Katie a deposition right there.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, from a computer forensic standpoint, I don't know that they could have proved it. But boy, she sure gave them the evidence.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I'm hoping that I know that there's been some talk, at least, of the IP address and then the data or the cookies or something.
Like with
can show if it's where it came from. And perhaps because we're dealing with another country, maybe that first number code will be a different number than it should be if it was here in the country. And I mean, I'm talking, I don't know any of this, you guys. But
the question is, there's talk that it was under a VPN, which makes it a little bit more tricky.
Yeah, a lot of it was. Yeah.
And that's the thing. Nat could have been doing it from the UK, but with that VPN, it could show her as being in Cambodia. Right. So it starts making it very complex. Yeah. It's very, very complex, unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, if Little Miss Noble and Dustin can find a loophole and blame it on Nat, this won't go anywhere.
Okay, and now let's think of something else here. And Dustin, right?
Yep.
We stand by our statements. Evidence continues to suggest that Nat was hacked. And then how many times they say Nat is not the hacker?
Right.
Well, he wasn't. It was Dustin.
It was Dustin. Yep.
Again, very, very careful choice in words.
I'm so far into this, I don't even believe little Miss Noble has nephews. So
You know,
I don't believe her anymore on anything.
You know, she has a second channel out there.
No.
Yeah, she does. She's got three. I can't. I don't know what it is off the top of my head, but there's 3 very disjointed videos on it too. So she's got some issues.
Jess says she doesn't know how to use a microwave, but she has a VP.
Exactly. Dude, okay, here's the thing. She can't operate a microwave, right? How many times did she change her Twitter handle?
Uh-huh.
Let's think about that. How many times did she change the actual handle? Not the name, but the actual handle.
Yes.
She was like, I love cats. She was something like dolphins. And then she was Purple Rain. And now she's just, okay. Do you know, because when everything happened with me and I changed everything, it took me 2 days on Google to figure out how to change your actual handle. I could change my name, but I couldn't change the handle.
Yes. Yeah. Yep.
Now she can't operate a microwave, but she can do that. And I'm tech savvy. I mean, I used to do web design and I couldn't find it, but this girl that can't operate a microwave could figure out how to change her Twitter handle, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I'm just throwing that out there.
Yeah, they got a techie Dustin to handle it for her. This is so ugly. It's so ugly. And the worst of it is KJ takes victory laps while we have to watch.
Well, and that's the thing. If they hated her as much as it seems like they did, I mean, the reality is they did. I mean, she is legitimately a victim right now. She legitimately is. And I think anybody that argues with that is missing the plot. But
Yes.
That being said, it does not excuse past behavior. And that's the unfortunate thing is I think that some of that's going to get lost in translation.
Yeah,
But
I'm going to hammer that home. There's truth, and then there's the truth. And her version is not the truth. She's lying.
But that being said, what has happened to her family
is awful.
It's very, very, very disgusting.
100%.
And yeah, I mean, they didn't try to take her boy once. That was 4 times. 4 times.
Yeah.
You know, the original one back in, I think it was April. And then 3 times. Contacted CPS. Screened out. Contacted him for a supervisor. Screened out. Sent to the police. 3 times. That boy taken. And to me, that's disgusting.
It's like, after they get a no, it's like, so you're just going to let this boy get all these things? And it's like, boy, are you ever manipulators? It's just more and more.
And here's the thing. And I think all these people that are like anti Katie that are still kind of like beating the drum that she deserved this. We ended up to a situation where the allegation was SA against that boy. Now, what would have happened had CPS not screened that call out? Anybody watch Law and Order SVU? What would have happened to that boy? They could have done an R exam on him.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
And nobody's thinking about that. You know, we're talking about real lives were affected over a freaking YouTube channel.
Well, Heidi's asking, what about KJ's behavior the last 3 days? Well, she showed to be so manic and so over the top.
I have my thoughts.
It's she's been lying and enjoying, and it's all been wrong, but you could handle it as an adult. I'm sorry, KJ has not handled this at all like an adult.
Right. To answer your question, it was screened out by CPS. That would mean that they did not come to the house. They took the report. It was determined that there was not enough information. Therefore, they never would have known. It would have just been like, okay, stuffed in a drawer, and that was it.
Right. No, that part's terrible, and nobody can back that. But KJ, for instance, did a poll or something asking if she should do this on her YouTube. Well, for crumb's sake, she's already done it a million times. She's told the story on Twitter, maybe 500,000 on IG. But should I do it on YouTube? What do you guys think? I want to share my heart. Oh, my word.
What bothered me, honestly, I'm going to tell you right now, what bothered me is the night everything came out and she was doing her IG live and she was talking about it. Clearly, she had not spoken to Todd first.
Yep.
Because she brought up the essay and Todd's like, what? I did what to my son?
Yeah.
And I understand you have a following. I totally understand that. I get that. You should have pulled your husband aside and said, look, this is what happened. This is what these DMs that have been sent to me from Salt say. This is what's been alleged against you. He should never have been blindsided on an IG live.
What he may want out to the public.
I felt terribly for
he
Todd.
should have had a choice in that.
Yeah, I felt very bad for him in that situation. I'm sorry, no matter what your thoughts are.
I did too. Totally thought that was awful. 100%.
I felt terribly.
But, the other part in this story is she went vindictive immediately and she started naming, doxing. It just went crazy.
Yeah.
Too manic. And that behavior, calling people out the way she did, it's KJ-esque to the T, but it's wrong.
I mean, I get it to an extent. She's lashing out because their lives have been disrupted. And I totally get that. To an extent, I'm not sure what I would have done if they would have come gunning for my kids. I can't tell you what I would probably do. That being said, her tweet said, you gave up your right to privacy when you did this crime. But we still live in America. And we are still innocent until proven guilty. Therefore, those names should not. And
ding. Right.
She's right now saying that releasing a name is not doxing. And I mean, I guess by the by the technical definition, that is true. That being said, in the case of like my name, if you have my full name, you can find everything about me because I have professional licenses in multiple states. You can get everything you want. So by technical definition, no, it's not doxing. But I described it as, it's not illegal to eat the last piece of your kid's cake, but it's not right. Same thing with this doxing. And somebody said, and I don't know if this is true, someone said that there was a picture of a young child of Shen that was posted on her Twitter.
I heard that too. I didn't see it, though.
I didn't see it either, but that's what I had heard. And if that is the case, there's no reason, fine. You're mad at Shen, who there's no reason because Shen was actually one that was involved in trying to resolve this.
She helped solve this, yeah.
And she actually gave everybody else the voice that they needed,
exactly
the strength they needed to come forward. I don't know why it took Shen's. 100 people could have come forward, but Shen's is one of those that don't give a damn what anybody else thinks, and she's going to speak her mind. And if that's what it took, thank you, Shen's.
Exactly. Right. Yeah, I feel bad that her name was out there. It was blasted, but more so, I'm very upset if it is true that her child's picture because fine, you're mad at Shen. Shen's a grown adult. But when you drag in small children, and that bothers me. I am a parent. I have 3 kids of my own that are, older than me, taller than me, whatever. Not older than me. God, what did I just say? But yeah, I'm telling you, right, if somebody did that to me with my kid, that's why I took my kid's picture off when everything went down. That was the catalyst. When someone said your kids look like they got hit by a truck, my kids came off my Twitter.
Oh, Shen's little boy is the cutest ever. I'm telling you. Besides my grandchild, it's the cutest baby I've ever seen. Her son. Y'all, I got to go to bed because I got to work in the morning, and I've only got 4 more days at this job. I can't F it up. Late in the game.
No, you go to bed.
I'll be here tomorrow night, and I hope LB will come. I hope y'all will come back. Hannah Banana said she would come on panel tomorrow night.
She said she wanted me, so I guess I don't know.
You're doing good, Jen.
It's been amazing, y'all.
We've covered a lot of ground, and just to end the stream, we've shared what we know. we don't have allegations of our own. We are all trying to figure out this puzzle, and it's been hard on both sides, creators and subs.
It has, and bless Charlotte.
And yes.
And also just remember that all the stuff we're talking about came from screenshots. And as we know through this case, screenshots may or may not be real. So don't hang your hat on them 100%.
Absolutely. I love you, Jennifer P.
Bye, everybody.
I mean, F, sorry.
Thank you so much, guys, for letting me come on.
All right. I'll see y'all tomorrow, hopefully.
Okay.
And everyone in chat,
Bye.
thank you. Thank you for all the super chat donations and for being here. I love you. Hey, Julie Virgo. I'm sorry I didn't speak to you early.
Hi,
Camilla.
Julie.
Hey,
Heidi.
Julie.
Look at all the people I've missed. Don't worry, be happy. I love you, Karen. I love you all. I'll see you tomorrow night.
All right. Bye.
Bye.